After defeating the Hutchinson Salthawks last week to secure a sectional round championship, the Hayes High Indians are back on the road in the 5A West Substate with a spot in the state championship on the line as they get set to take on the Eisenhower Tigers. And with that, we welcome you into tonight's broadcast here from Tiger Field in Goddard, Kansas, along with our entire Tribe Broadcasting Network crew. I'm Hank Corsair. And how about this playoff run the Indians have put together? They're now on the road for the fourth week in a row. They've gotten shutout wins over Andover and Hutchinson, and they even knocked off the top-seeded Great Bend Panthers. It's been very entertaining to watch this team, but now they'll have to put all three of those games behind them, as tonight will be Hayes High's toughest test of the season. Eisenhower is the 2 seed for the second year in a row, and Hayes High played them and lost 41-7 last season. And this season they're 9-2, and they've gotten some big wins against teams like Goddard, Andover, Mays South, and Seaman a week ago. And the Tigers have been able to do this mainly with their high-powered offense that is highlighted by their passing game that is averaging 247.6 yards per game. And it's highlighted by quarterback Derek Morgan and the new state record holder for career receiving touchdowns, Carter Papps. But luckily for Hayes High, though, the defense has helped them get these wins in the playoffs. And just looking back at their 3 playoff wins, they held both Hutchinson and Andover to season lows in rushing yards, which led to the shutouts. And they held Great Bend's passing game to 57 yards, which made it their season low in passing yards. So the Indians will have to step it up on defense to get the win tonight. And these teams are now meeting for the 5th time ever and the 4th time in the postseason as Hayes High leads the series 3-1 with the lone Eisenhower win coming in the playoffs a year ago. And these teams have had some competitive matchups against each other, and it'll be another exciting matchup tonight because one way or another, one of these teams will be going to the state championship for the first time in their school's history. And we'll talk about tonight's matchup with head coach Tony Crow when we come back, and then we'll take a look at some of the other sub-state games happening around the state, and then take a look at Hayes High's last game and what Eisenhower has done this season. We'll be back in a moment. This is Hayes High Football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First, on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the pregame coaches interview. And I'm joined by Hayes High head coach Tony Crow. And coach, you've made it to the sub-state championship now, and you're coming off of a win against Hutchinson by a final score of 28-0. And I wanted to ask, what has impressed you the most with the defense this postseason, other than the shutout wins?
Oh man, just consistency. I mean, the way we've been able to shut down run games and do a great job against some really good offenses we've seen. I just think the way everybody's doing their job and playing as one unit, and just consistency of being able to stop the run has been huge for us, which is how you win games in the playoffs.
Now you get Eisenhower for the second year in a row in the postseason, and this is a team that is heavily relying on their passing game. So how do you hope what you've seen facing run-dominant teams in the playoff will translate to this game?
Yeah, it's a lot different. It's a lot different task at hand for us. I mean, playing run teams, we've been really solid with that. We had a couple really good pass teams early in the year. Great Bend was a good pass team, and we did okay against them. They got us a couple times, and Dodge had a good passing game. And so we've seen it a little bit, not as much. We've seen run-dominant teams lately. But, anytime they can stretch field the way they do with Morgan and Paps, I mean, it's just you're just kind of holding your breath at all times because they can get one over the top and score on you quickly.
And on that note, like you said, you're going to be facing Carter Papps, who holds the career receiving touchdowns record and has 28 touchdowns this season. So what's the plan to controlling a guy that Eisenhower puts so much faith into?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that we've got a great plan to control him. He's gonna get his, and it's just that's what we've been telling the kids all week long. You just can't get frustrated when you've got 2 or 3 guys around him and he goes and makes a play, or Morgan gets out of the pocket and makes a big play. I mean, they're big-time Division I talents. I mean, they're great players, and you can't get frustrated just because they do what they do and they do it better than what we do on a play. We just have to do what we do better than what they do for most of the game. And if we can do that, if we can continue to, dominate the time possession, and that helps our defense out. And they're going to get there. They're going to make big plays, and we can't get frustrated by it. We've got some plans, try to get multiple eyes on them, but the rest of the team's really good too. The other receivers are good, and the running back's good, and so we've got to control all that.
One of the things your offense will have to do tonight is control the game and try to finish with no turnovers. So do you plan to keep doing what you've been doing in the playoffs so far, or maybe open things up a little more tonight?
No, we plan to do what we do. A lot of our success has come with the fact that our offense has controlled the ball. The last couple of games, our defense has been on the field not very much at all, and a lot of that's due to the fact that our offense is just controlling the game. And so that's who we are. I mean, we're a ground and pound team. I mean, we're not going to wow you through the air. We're going to take our shots, and we're going to throw it when we need to, but we're going to try to win behind our big offensive line and our run game, and they've just been so good up front, and we're going to try to continue to do that and put the ball in the guys' hands that have had it. And we don't plan on doing a whole lot different. I mean, we got to, you got to win with what got you there and hang your hat on the stuff that's worked for you, and that's what we're going to do.
With how high the stakes are for tonight's game, what have you guys worked on most in practice this week?
Oh, I mean, we really haven't done a whole lot of stuff different, Hank, which sounds crazy. We've tried to really limit the fact with our kids about how much pressure's on this game. This group 2 years ago, we were in the same situation. We felt a lot of pressure. I don't think this team feels as much pressure. We've been here before. They know what it feels like. They know that we're kind of playing with house money, and we're still underdogs. I mean, the 9 seed. I mean, we just feel like the pressure's everywhere else, and so we're just kind of doing what we do, and we're hoping to sneak up again. And I don't think we've changed a whole lot. I mean, we've got some adjustments, of course, what you do for every team, but we just haven't changed much.
Since you guys played Eisenhower last season, as you've studied them, do they look about the same, or is there anything different you expect to see in their game plan this time around?
Yeah, they're better. I mean, it's the same game plans. They're not quite as electric at running back, but the Pappas kid's really good too. I mean, he's solid, and they might not be quite as strong up front, but they're so much better in the skill positions, just because all these kids are a year older, and great defenses. The thing about Goddard Eisenhower, every time you play them, they're going to play great 4-2, 4-4 defense. They're going to do a great job of shutting you down inside and making you do different things. And so we're expecting to see all that. They're better than they were last year. We're better than we were last year too. And so obviously it's a couple rounds deeper in the playoffs. So we're kind of hoping they're overlooking us and looking in the next round. And we got our eyes, squarely on them.
And finally, with this being your second trip to Sub-State, how does it feel going into this game, because you and some of the upperclassmen have experience making it this far? Yeah,
it feels different. It really does feel different. It feels, like I told Dustin earlier, it feels rehearsed. It feels like we've practiced it. It feels like we've done it. There's only a couple ways you can get really great at things, Hank, from what I've learned, and it's practice, it's repetitions, and it's experience. And our kids have practiced this a couple years ago. We've had reps at doing this a couple years ago, and they've got the experience. These sophomores, these seniors, were sophomores the last time we were here doing this, so they watched the whole thing. And they were freshmen the year before, and they were part of the road trips when we made it around, prior to this, the round of 8. And so they've been there, they've done that. It's kind of old hat for them. The only way you can get experience into moving on and doing great things is to move on and do great things. And so we've been there. We're hoping to be able to find the experience this week of making another round, but we're really focused on this.
And that'll do it for the pregame coaches interview. Coach, thanks for your time and good luck tonight.
Thanks, Hank. Appreciate it.
That was head coach Tony Crow with our pregame coaches interview, and when we come back, we will take a look at some of the sub-state games going on around the state and then take a look at both teams when we come back. This is Hayes High Football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High. Let's pack the stands and show our team spirit.
If you wanted to shred like that guy, then you should come join Hayes High's very own guitar club. If you are interested, come hang out with us every Monday and Wednesday from 3:05 to 4:30 at room 116 with Mr. Prophet. We hope to see you there, and remember, practice till your fingers bleed.
Back here at Tiger Field as Hayes High gets set to take on Eisenhower in the 5A West Sub-State Championship, and we'll now take a look at some of the other sub-state games going on around the state. First, we'll take a look at who the winner will face tonight. It'll either be the St. James Academy Thunder or the St. Thomas Aquinas St. James. Enters that matchup with 6-5 after a big blowout win over Blue Valley North a week ago, and Aquinas pulling off one of the biggest wins of last week against Mill Valley by a score of 23-22. In 6A, Gardner-Egerton is home tonight for a 1-2 matchup against Blue Valley West. Gardner-Egerton has made the state championship 2 straight years and won it last season, and Blue Valley West currently riding on a 10-game win streak and are looking to get to state for the first time since 2007. 2 of Hayes High's opponents from earlier this season, Manhattan and Derby, will match up tonight in an undefeated 11-0 matchup. And it should be interesting to watch, especially because the Panthers have won 6 of the last 8 matchups against Manhattan in the playoffs since 2010. In Class 4A, Bishop Miege, after entering the playoffs with a record of 1-7, is keeping their Cinderella run alive as the 15 seed, and they'll be on the road against the 5 seed Tonganoxie. Miege is 3-0 in the playoffs against the Chieftains, as they've outscored them 118-37, so a good opportunity there for the Chieftains tonight. Andover Central at home tonight against Buhler. Andover Central getting a big win against Wellington a week ago, 58-13. And in Class 3A, Wellsville at home tonight against Topeka Hayden. Wellsville's outscoring their playoff opponents 133-21, and they have their first 11-win season since 1982. And Hayden entering that one with a record of 10-1, outscoring their playoff opponents 161-12. Look at and in the other Class 3A matchup, Andale on their revenge tour, trying to get back to the state championship. This, of course, being their 5th straight sub-state appearance. And Holcomb entering this game with a record of 9-2, being the 7th seed in that matchup. In Class 2A, Council Grove travels to Nemaha Central. Council Grove beat undefeated Humboldt a week ago and got their their second 9-win season ever. The other time that happened was 1987. Nemaha Central beat undefeated Osage City a week ago for their 10th straight win. And Nemaha's been a team that's been dominant in that class, as they've won 3 of the last 5 2A state titles. And in the other side of that bracket, southeast of Saline, the 1 seed at home tonight, trying to get back to the state championship after losing their last 2 sub-state appearances, will play host to Beloit, who has had 3 sub-state appearances since 2013. Moving on to Class 1A, Centralia will be at home tonight with a record of 10-1, taking on the 8-3 Rossville Bulldogs, who got a huge upset win over Jackson Heights a week ago to get their 8th straight win. Conway Springs, riding the 22-game win streak, will be at home against Valley Heights, who got their first 9-win season since 2009. Moving on to 8-man, Central Plains, the Oilers at home with a record of 9-2, taking on the Clifton Clyde Eagles. And in the other 8-man Division I game, Hoxie, after pulling off a big win against Wichita County 40-30 a week ago, heads to South Central to take on the 11-0 Huskies. And in Division II, Axtell, riding the longest winning streak in the state at 50 games, takes on Frankfort with a record of 9-2. These teams met earlier in the season. It was the closest margin of victory for the Eagles all season. The score, 76-30. So we'll see how that one plays out tonight. Dighton and Victoria playing in an undefeated 11-0 matchup, as Victoria tries to get back to the state championship after losing their last 3 sub-state games, and Dighton is looking for their first state appearance since 2016. In 6-man, Cunningham entering with a record of 9-0 after playing their first playoff game a week ago because of a forfeit and the first-round bye, plays home to Teskett, who enters that game with a record of 8-2. And rounding it out, the Wescan Coyotes at 10-0 had their first 10-win season since 2004. They will play at home against the 8-2 Golden Plains Bulldogs. And now we'll take a look at Hayes High and what they did in their last game. Hayes High, of course, got their first ever win over the Hutchinson Salt Hawks by a final score of 28-0. They put up the first 14 points of the game in the first quarter and never looked back, as Carter Graham found the end zone on a 2-yard run and on a 34-yard pass to Jarrett Purdy. The rest of the game, Hayes High was able to control all the momentum as the offense ran down the clock and got 2 more rushing touchdowns from Ian McGuire and Holden Lynn. The biggest key, though, was the Hayes High defense holding the Salt Hawks to a season-low 108 rushing yards and also forcing a turnover on downs against the Hutchinson 6 times. And the defensive effort made it the first time that the Indians got 3 shutouts in the same season since 1999, after getting a shutout win against Andover to start the playoffs, who Hayes High also held to a season-low in rushing yards, and Dodge City in the 6th game of the season. Now Hayes High is in the state semifinals for the 4th time ever. And tonight will be their first time playing 12 games in the same season as they look to go to Emporia for the state championship next Saturday. Now taking a look at Eisenhower, who Hayes High played at this very same field in the regional round of the playoffs last season. They entered tonight's game with a record of 9-2. They started the season 6-0 with some key in-conference wins over teams like Goddard and Andover, but they lost the last two games of the regular season against the number 1 ranked team in 4A, Andover Central 27-26, and also Wichita Northwest by 3 points. And the Tigers have been very successful in the playoffs so far, though they have won all their games by double digits, including a 30-point win over Seaman a week ago. And the key for the Tigers has been their offense that relies a lot on the pass game, and especially with quarterback Derek Morgan. He's thrown for over 2,700 yards and 38 touchdowns this season, with his top target being Carter Pabst, the state record holder for receiving touchdowns in a season and career. And the defense does a great job at forcing turnovers and getting into the backfield for the Tigers as well. They just need to make 4 more tackles in the backfield to enter triple digits in the tackles for a loss category. And the Tigers have forced 17 takeaways, with 5 of their games having multiple takeaways. And now, just like Hayes High, they'll try to make their first ever appearance in the state championship, as they've been in this game 3 times. And this is their 2nd year in a row, as they made it here last year, losing to state runner-up Caven Mount Carmel. And that'll do it for our pregame show, and we'll have kickoff for you when we come back, as both teams are about to take the field. It's Hayes High versus Eisenhower in the 5A West Sub-State Championship. This is Hayes High football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. Hello, everyone. It's Hank Corsair, your voice of Hayes High Athletics on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. We want to thank you all for tuning into today's game, and we want to remind you all that Tribe Broadcasting is your home for exclusive coverage of Hayes High Athletics with live video of games, team hype videos, features in the monthly news, and so much more. Plus, you can catch me throughout the year doing live play-by-play for football, volleyball, and boys soccer in the fall, basketball and wrestling in the winter, and baseball, softball, and girls soccer in the spring. So keep it right here with the coverage of today's game, and go Indians.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First, on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High. Let's pack the stands and show our team spirit.
We welcome you back to Tiger Field as Hayes High gets set to take on Eisenhower. We will now step away for a moment as they play the national anthem. So that was the Eisenhower Tiger marching band with our national anthem, and we are now 2 minutes away from kickoff. We're going to take another break and have kickoff for you when we come back. This is Hayes High Football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First, on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
Hello, we want to thank Corsair, your voice of Hayes High Athletics on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. We want to thank you all for tuning into today's game, and we want to remind you all that Tribe Broadcasting is your home for exclusive coverage of Hayes High Athletics with live video of games, team hype videos, features in the monthly news, and so much more. Plus, you can catch me throughout the year doing live play-by-play for football, volleyball, and boys soccer in the fall, basketball and wrestling in the winter, and baseball, softball, and girls soccer in the spring. So keep it right here with the coverage of today's game, and go Indians.
If you wanted to shred like that guy, then you should come join Hayes High's very own guitar club.
We welcome you back to Tiger Field here in Goddard, Kansas. Hayes High will be receiving the opening kickoff to get things underway. Back deep for Hayes High, it will be the running back duo of Holden Lynn and Ian McGuire. And you can just feel the electricity right here. The 5A West Sub-State Championship. And we'll get a quick uniform description for you real fast. Hayes High going with the usual all white and maroon numbers. And for Goddard, they are wearing powder blue jerseys with white numbers and the white helmet. At kickoff, it is listed at 44 degrees. And kicking off is number 83 for Goddard. That is Cole Brown, and he'll send it downfield on a low squib kick, and Ian McGuire will touch it as it goes into the end zone, and it will be waved as a touchback. So Hayes High will get the ball out to start at the 20-yard line as Carter Graham and Holden Lynn will make their way out onto the field to lead this offense, who has been very efficient so far this postseason. And we'll get you some starters real quick for Hayes High. At left tackle, Dawson Reuter, or from left to right on the O-line, Dawson Reuter, Maximo Luna, Gus Corsair, Mason Dreher, and Cannon Weber. Carter Graham, of course, the quarterback, and Holden Lynn joining him as the running back. Braden Meckel as the receiver, and Johnny Cano on the left side, and Jarrett Purdy in the slot, and then Parker McGuire as the tight end. Hayes High will line up in the shotgun, and now Holden Lynn will move to the right side of Graham as he'll take the snap and hand it off to Holden Lynn. He'll try to get to the outside, and we'll go to the 20 and down to about the 25-yard line. So a good short burst to get things underway for Hayes High. They'll officially mark him down at they will officially mark him down at the 25. So a short 5-yard pickup just to get things underway for Hayes High. We'll now real quickly give you our keys to the game for Hayes High's offense. Their key: no turnovers. Goddard has been able to capitalize off this all season, and if you look at their 2 losses, they only had 1 turnover combined in those games, which was a fumble recovery. As Graham gets the snap on 2nd and 5, he'll hand it off to Holden Lynn. He'll run to the middle to the 30, and he gets the first down to the 33-yard line. They'll actually mark him down. Or no, it will be the 33-yard line. So Hayes High getting a first down on the second play of the drive on a run by Holden Lynn. Hayes High just having to control the clock to start this game, trying to keep Goddard off the field for as long as possible. But Goddard, their key for defense is to stop the run game. And so far we've seen Hayes High attack them with that run game. We'll see how they counter it. Ian McGuire will now join in the backfield along with Carter Graham as he'll take the snap. And it's another handoff to Lynn, this time to the right side. And he just about got to the 35-yard line. And by forward progress, he will get that extra 2 yards as he's tackled by 2 Tigers.
Brought down by number 21, Lucas.
Hayes High's picked up 15 yards on the ground to start this drive.
And number 40, Peyton Dean.
As the Tigers line up in their 4-man front of Jamison Turner, Peyton Dean, Jackson Reed, and Drayton Oaks. They have 3 linebackers lined up behind them: Colton Dahl, Lucas Freeman, and Julian Gallegos. And in the secondary, they have Timmy Moranfalu, Kasten Kane, Joe Santolin, and Britton Klein. Okay, so we'll put 2 receivers on the left side. Holden Lynn again in the backfield with Carter Graham on 2nd and 8. Tigers show blitz on the right side. Graham looks and will throw towards that left side to Jarek Purdy, who has it at the 35, trying to get upfield, breaks a tackle at the 40, and gets the first down past the 43-yard line. First pass of the game for Carter Graham, who has been very efficient in that area this season. Picks up 10 yards and gets Hayes High the first down on the screen pass to Jarek Purdy. Hayes High up to the line quickly from the 45-yard line on the left hash. They're going from left to right from our vantage point here on the home side. Ian McGuire in at the tight end position, actually lined up behind Parker McGuire. It's a handoff to Holden Lynn. Jukes out past midfield and will get forward close to the first down marker. They're going to mark him 1 yard short, but he's into Goddard territory at the 46-yard line.
Brought down by number 21, Lucas Freeman. Gain of 9 on the play.
Big start from the Hayes High run game tonight as that rush goes for 9 yards to the 46-yard line and into Goddard territory for the first time tonight for Holden Lynn. Hayes High will now put trips on the right side. Receivers playing a little bit closer, lined up in front of Johnny Cano. Graham gets the snap, and it's a handoff to Holden Lynn. He's going to run up the middle past the 40, breaks the tackle to the 35-30, and tries to truck one more man, but he gets down all the way to the 27-yard line. Holden Lynn just continuing to use the ground game to his advantage, and he gets the third first down of this drive for the Hayes High offense. It's listed as a 19-yard pickup for the Hayes High offense down to the 27-yard line. As Holden Lynn has gotten all 5 carries on the rushing plays on this drive alone. We'll have Ian McGuire lined up behind Carter Graham and Holden Lynn on the right side. They'll put an extra guy up close on the line for Eisenhower as it's a handoff to Ian McGuire, who will run up the middle down to the 24-yard line as he's met by the defensive lineman, number 20, Jackson Reed. 34 tackles for him this season, and he gets 35th right there.
2nd and 7 for Hayes.
So they'll be listed as a 3-yard pickup as it's now 2nd and 7 for Hayes High. Ian McGuire getting his first carry of the night this season. Entering this game, he had 120 carries for 748 yards and had a touchdown last week against Hutchinson. Hayes High will stack it in the pistol. Now they'll bring up the running backs, and now it's a drop snap as Carter Graham will just have to run the ball to the right side. And they'll say he did just get 1 yard to the 23-yard line, so now Hayes High is going to be faced with a third down for the first time tonight.
On the play. And at the 23-yard line, it's third down.
Back tackle was made by number 40, Peyton Dean, the senior with a Coffeyville Community College offer. Carter Graham got his first carry of the night, and it's going to be third down for Hayes High. Last week they were 7 for 11 against the Salt Hawks. We'll see what they can do right here. They'll put Holden Lynn on the right side. Graham gets the snap, and it's a handoff to Lynn. He'll try running to the left side, breaks one tackle, and tries to get to the 20-yard line, but just can't get that last push. Needed the 17-yard line, and they'll officially mark him down at the 21-yard line. So we'll see what Hayes High decides to do right here. If they want to play it risky against a powerful Eisenhower team and go for it from the 21-yard line.
21-yard line, it's fourth down.
See what they decide to do. It looks like Zane Viegra is going to come into the game now at quarterback. He's played in 3 games so far this season. This will be his 4th. And play clock's now down to 8 seconds. It looks like Hayes High will try and go for it. As like we said, Zane Viegra now into the game in place of Carter Graham. Not quite sure what happened on that last play, but he gets the snap off in time with 2 seconds on the play clock. Holden Lynn will run up the middle, gets to the outside to the 15, and he has the first down inside to the 10-yard line.
Number 23, Holden Lynn on the
Holden Lynn just continuing to run the ball, able to get past the linebackers and set it up first and goal from the 9-yard line.
Ball rests at the 9-yard line. It's first and
12-yard
goal.
pickup on his 7th carry of this drive, now up to 57 yards for the junior running back. And the 4th first down of this drive for Hayes High as well. They have ran a long drive, 6 minutes and 47 seconds to go on the play clock. They'll put 2 receivers on the left side. Viegra's still in the game at quarterback. He'll take the snap. It's a handoff to Holden Lynn. He'll go to the left side and cut back to the right to the 5, trying to push forward from the 3, and they'll mark him down at the 2-yard line. It was the linebacker that got in there and made the tackle. Julian Gallegos, team leader in tackles and forced fumbles as well.
On the play, 2nd and goal from the 2.
7-yard pickup there for Holden Lynn. 64 yards for him so far tonight on 8 carries. Now Hayes High has an opportunity to take the first points of this game. Keeping that same formation. They'll put Ian McGuire up close to the line right behind the tight end, Parker McGuire. As Viegra will get the snap, he'll hand it off. Holden Lynn running it up the middle and will get stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Getting in there to make the tackle was number 23, Colton Dahl. 5'9", 165 senior, able to blitz past the right side and make the tackle. As it's a loss of 1. Hayes High's already failed once on 3rd down tonight. This time they just need 3 yards compared to that last one where it was around the 8 range. Like we said, Hayes High last week, 7 for 11 on 3rd down. This season, they've converted 41% of the time entering this game. Viegra's ready. He'll take the snap, and it's a QB draw to the right side. He will get to the corner, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Hayes High.
Touchdown,
the Indians strike first against Eisenhower with 5:20 to go in the first quarter, and they lead 6-0. It looked like it was going to be a handoff to Holden Lynn, but Viegra kept it for himself, ran to the right side, and Hayes High's got the first points of the game as they trot Carson Moore out to attempt the extra point. Carson Moore this season, he is 26 for 35 on extra points. It'll come from the hold of Braden Meckel. And the snap will be from Gus Corsair. The snap is down, the kick is up, it is good. Hayes High runs a 6-minute and 40-second drive to take a 7-0 lead against Eisenhower in the 5A West Sub-State Championship. And we'll take a break and be back in a moment. This is Hayes High Football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First, on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
Back here at Tiger Field, following that 6-minute and 40-yard touch or 6-minute and 40-second touchdown drive for the Hayes High Indians, capped off by a 3-yard run for Zane Viegra, who came in place of Carter Graham. Not quite sure still what happened to him on that previous drive, but now Hayes High will get ready to send it downfield from number 38, Carson Moore. Back deep for the Tigers will be number 4, Carter Pabst, and number 24, Braden Pappas. Carson Moore will be kicking from the left hash. He runs up, and it's a pooch kick towards that left side, and it will go out of bounds, and there's the penalty flag coming in. Hayes High obviously trying to avoid the dangerous returners that they have back there. Pappas has only had 1 return this season, but it went for 52 yards. But now they'll get some good field position from the 35-yard line with 5:20 to go in the first quarter. We'll get some starters for you for the Eisenhower offense. Not sure who's starting at left tackle. We were told just 30 minutes before kickoff Ethan Trometer is injured. At left guard, it's Joshua Nelson. Center, Drake Tresolino. Right guard will be Brody Engel. And right tackle, as the only non-senior on the line, the sophomore Landon Salazar. And the quarterback is Derek Morgan, running back Braden Pappas. And the receivers and tight end Carter Pabst, Hayden Nall, Braylon Lies, and Canyon Meyer. They'll go in the pistol to start this game with trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Morgan gets the snap, 3-step drop, getting pressure from the Hayes High defense. Will look downfield and completes it to number 19, Hayden Nall at midfield. And he changes direction back to the other side towards the Eisenhower sideline and will be marked down officially at the 48-yard line. So a 13-yard pass for the Tigers to start this game. They were able to find a gap in the Hayes High coverage and they get a 13-yard pass to start the drive. This time they'll put 2 receivers on the left side. They do use their tight end as a standing receiver. Hayes High will show blitz from Dalton Myers on the right side. And there's the handoff to Pappas. He'll run up the middle and get stopped right at midfield. Making the tackle, number 45, Wyatt Kirkpatrick, as he tried getting they got good blocks to start that play, and then he tried getting to the upper level, and Wyatt Kirkpatrick right there to meet him, and that'll bring up 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 for the Tigers. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right from midfield. Derek Morgan is ready. Hayes High is continuing to show blitz from from Dalton Myers and keeping Wyatt Kirkpatrick and Jackson Chartier in the box. Derek Morgan gets his offensive line set. He'll get the snap, and it'll be a fake handoff as he looks towards the right side. And Dalton Myers picks it off at the 45-yard line. He breaks the tackle to the 35, to the 30, trying to outrace Derek Morgan to the 20, cuts back and goes down to the 15-yard line. Derek Morgan was looking for an out route at the 45-yard line. Dalton Myers stepped right in front of it, and Hayes High will have it with 4:20 to go in the first quarter. And how about this start from the Hayes High Indians? First, they run a 6-minute and 40-second drive, and then next, just on the 3rd play of Eisenhower's drive, Dalton Myers gets the interception on a drive that just lasted for 1 minute. They'll officially mark him down at the 16-yard line is where Hayes High will start this next drive. Zane Viegas still in at QB. Again, we don't know what happened to Carter Graham. We'll let you know as soon as we find out. And it'll be a handoff to Holden Lynn, running to the right side, past the 20 to the 15, 10. Breaks a tackle, 5, dives into the end zone. Did he get there? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Hayes High with 4:14 to go. They respond once again and take a 2-possession lead against the Eisenhower Tigers.
Holden Lynn.
A big handoff there for Holden Lynn as he gets his first touchdown of the night and also his 11th rushing touchdown of the season. And Hayes High's up 13-0 as they trot Carson Moore to attempt the extra point. Again, Braden Meckel will get the hold from the 10-yard line. And it's good. And the snap is down, and it is up and good. 4:14 to go in the first quarter. Hayes High has a 14-0 lead on the K-Prep's 3rd-ranked team in the state of Kansas Class 5A. And we're going to take another break and see how Eisenhower can respond when we come back. This is Hayes High Football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Back here at Tiger Field with 4:14 to go here in the first quarter after Hayes High just scored their 2nd touchdown of the night to go up 14-0 against the Eisenhower Tigers. It was just one play, and it took 6 seconds, capped off by that 16-yard touchdown run by Holden Lynn. But they got to give credit to the defense. Dalton Myers read the pass play perfectly on an out route towards the Hayes High sideline and picked it off at midfield. Again, Carter Pabst and Braden Pappas back deep to return for the Tigers. Carson Moore kicking from the 40-yard line. He did pooch it out of bounds last time around. He'll run up, and it's another pooch kick. This time he will keep it in bounds, and this will be fielded at the 15-yard line by Pappas. As we'll go to the 20, gets to the outside of the 25-30, has some blocks past midfield, and cuts back inside of the 40, and he gets it into the Hayes High territory. And they'll start their drive from around the 37-yard line.
Covered by number 4, Carter Pabst.
It was Carter Pabst actually that got the return there. So with 4:05 to go, the Tigers will start from the 38-yard line.
At the 38-yard line, it's 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
Tigers will look for a better result than their last drive right here. Like we said, Derek Morgan threw an interception on his last time around. He'll lead his offense back onto the field. Keeping that same group out there of starters with his receivers being Braylon Lies, Canyon Meyer, Carter Papps, and Hayden Nall. Hayden Nall was the only player to catch a pass on that last drive. It's a handoff to Pappas. He'll run to the middle, get some blocks past the 30 to the 20, trying to outrun one last Hayes High defender, and he goes into the end zone.
Touchdown!
So Hayes High responded with a touchdown of their own, and then Eisenhower responded on a run play from 38 yards away for Braden Pappas to get the touchdown, making that his 7th rushing touchdown of the season. And it's 14-6 with Hayes High still in front. And they'll trot out for the extra point, number 83, Cole Brown. Some good blocks there for Braden Pappas from his O-line on that left side with Joshua Nelson. Cole Brown this season, as he gets ready to attempt the extra point, is 42 for 48 on the year. So take some steps to the left side. The hold is down, it is up, and he knocks it right down the middle. So after Hayes High gets the Holden Lynn rushing touchdown, the Tigers respond with a touchdown of their own with 3:58 to go in the first quarter. And we're going to step away once again and be back in a moment. This is Hayes High football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. Hello everyone, it's Hank Corsair, your voice of Hayes High Athletics on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. We want to thank you all for that play for football, volleyball, and boys soccer in the fall, basketball and wrestling in the winter, and baseball, softball, and girls soccer in the spring. So keep it right here with the coverage of today's game, and go Indians. Back here at Tiger Field following that touchdown play by number 24 for the Tigers, Braden Pappas, on a run play to the left side, takes it 38 yards to the house on seconds because of a big kick return. Now they'll trot out Cole Brown again to send it downfield from the 40-yard line. It is once again a low line drive kick headed towards Ian McGuire. He's going to try and watch it roll out of bounds, and it doesn't, as he has to pick it up from the 3-yard line. Going from the 15, gets some blocks to the 20, staying up on his feet as he goes past the 25, and he'll go down at about the 26-yard line.
Ian McGuire on the kick recovery.
So we'll see what Hayes High can come up with this time around. They've gotten 2 touchdowns, both rushing, one from 3 yards out by Zane Viegra, and the other a 16-yard run by Holden Lynn.
Rest at the 27-yard line. Hayes will take over 1st and 10.
So it's still Zane Viegra in at QB. We're trying to find out what happened to Carter Graham. We'll let you know as soon as we have that information available. As Hayes High will line up in the pistol, 1 receiver on each side. Ian McGuire playing on the line along with the tight ends. It'll be a snap to Zane Viegra, and we're going to get a timeout as a penalty flag flies in from the official on the Eisenhower side. I think we're going to get false start against Hayes High as the line for the Indians starts to walk back the other direction. So Hayes High will now have it instead because of the penalty from the 22-yard line following the penalty, which was false start, and we'll see what they can do right here. They've worked from this area before. The first drive was from the 20-yard line, and it was that one where it took them 6 minutes and 40 seconds to score. Now Zane Viegra gets the snap, hands it off to Holden Lynn. He'll run up the middle. The 25 gets past and gets down to about the 30-yard line.
Number 23, Holden Lynn on the carry.
Just continuing to be patient and wait for the blocks to show up, and using his vision as well as he gets up to the 30-yard line on an 8-yard pickup.
And it's 2nd and 7.
And we're still in the first quarter, but Holden Lynn already up to 87 rush yards on the night on a total of 11 carries. One receiver left for Hayes High. It's Johnny Cano on the right side, or it's Jarrett Purdy on the right side is Johnny Cano, as Hayes High will get stopped at the line of scrimmage, and they might have actually lost a yard for Holden Lynn back at the 29-yard line. We'll say the tackle was made by number 40, Peyton Dean. 78 tackles for him on the year coming into this game, and he has 11 tackles for a loss on the season as well. It's officially listed as no gain from the 30-yard line, so it'll be set 3rd down and 7 yards to go for Hayes High. 1 for 2 so far tonight. They've all been run plays. We'll see if they try to open it up a little bit with the pass game right here. They have 2 receivers left. Ian McGuire still on the line behind Parker McGuire as a tight end, and now they'll send McGuire in motion as Viegra will fake the handoff and will load up and complete it to Ian McGuire at the 37-yard line, and he will get the first down to about the 40-yard line.
Ian McGuire gained good for Hayes, 1st down.
It'll be listed as a 10-yard pickup as they, like I said, they sent Ian McGuire in motion, sent him towards the left side of the field, and Hayes High will continue their drive. Hayes High will keep the similar formation, and it'll be a handoff to Holden Lynn once again, and Eisenhower starting to catch on with where he's going to go as he will go one direction and then change to the other, but he's brought down at the line of scrimmage. And with 2:18 to go, it's going to be 2nd and 10 for Hayes High from their own 40-yard line.
It's 2nd and 10. for the Indians.
Eisenhower showing blitz on the left side of the line. As Hayes High will keep one receiver on each side. Viegra gets the snap, and it's a fake handoff to Holden Lynn, and he'll complete it to Johnny Cano at about midfield. Will they give him the first down yardage? It looks like they will. Hayes High will get another first down as the official on the far side. Or actually, no, it looks like it will be third down and 1 yard to go. So
third and short for the Indians.
It'll be a 9-yard pickup for Hayes High as Johnny Cano gets his first reception of the night for 9 yards. 2 for 2 now on the night for Zane Viegra, and now Hayes High faced with a 3rd and 1 from the 49-yard line. Eisenhower will come up and show blitz, and Hayes High will fake the snap, and they got a guy to jump. It looked like it was number 40, Peyton Dean, that got called for it. He kind of played it off for a second and then pursued once he heard the snap count, and then Hayes High was able to take advantage of it, and now we'll get a first down into Eisenhower territory from the 46-yard line. And that was something Hayes High would have to watch out for tonight. Like we said in the pregame show, this is a team that does a really good job at getting in the backfield. Entering tonight's game, 96 tackles for a loss. And even last week, they had a season-high 5 sacks against Seaman. But now, Hayes High with 1st and 10 from the Tiger 46-yard line. It's a handoff to Ian McGuire running towards the right side, breaks 1 tackle, and then gets brought down at about the 42-yard line.
Number 4, Ian McGuire on the carry.
Or correction, he gets
brought down by number 25.
Or yes, they will mark him down at the 42-yard line. A 4-yard pickup for the senior back.
4 on the play, 2nd and 6 for the Indians.
7 yards so far for him tonight. Now Hayes High is faced with a 2nd and 6. Clock on the right side here at Tiger Field reads 38 seconds to go. Hayes High still in front 14-7 as they got the first 2 scores of the game. And now just trying to control the clock and let the game come to them and hopefully send them to Emporia. Holden Lynn lined up behind Zane Viegra. There's the snap as Viegra will take the ball and hand it off to Holden Lynn. He breaks 1 tackle, trying to get to the upper level. It looks like he's going to be 1 yard short of the first down marker. But that should take us to the end of the first quarter as there's 12 seconds to go. 1 Tiger slow to get up, number 13, Julian Gallegos.
Gain on the play.
And it will be 3rd and 1 as there's 3 seconds to go, and that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter as Hayes High scored the first 2 touchdowns of the game in the first 6 minutes of the game, and they lead the Tigers 14-7. And we'll be back in a moment with our second quarter action. This is Hayes High football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. Hello, everyone. It's Hank Corsair, your voice of Hayes High Athletics on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. We want to thank you all for tuning into today's game, and we want to remind you all that Tribe Broadcasting is your home for exclusive coverage of Hayes High Athletics with live video of games, team hype videos, features in the monthly news, and so much more. Plus, you can catch me throughout the year doing live play-by-play for football, volleyball, and boys soccer in the fall, basketball and wrestling in the winter, and baseball, softball, and girls soccer in the spring. So keep it right here with the coverage of today's game, and go Indians.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Back here at Tiger Field as we get set to start the second quarter. Hayes High in front 14-7, and they're faced with a 3rd and 1 from the 37-yard line. Viegra will get the snap, and it's a handoff to Holden Lynn, who broke 1 tackle at the line of scrimmage, and he gets enough for the first down to the 34-yard line.
Gain good for an Indian first
really
down.
Seeing a lot of yards after contact for Holden tonight. He's been hit at the line, but he's been able to push through and get the extra yardage for Hayes High. Just continuing to use his vision. The O-line's giving him good blocks, and now Hayes High's got their 6th first down of the game. And it's also their third down conversion of the game of 4. So Hayes High will now go from the 34-yard line. Holden Lynn now up to 91 yards rushing. As they'll join Ian McGuire in the backfield along with him. During that break, we were able to get a report on Carter Graham. It looks like a shoulder injury at the moment. We'll keep you updated on it. as Viegra will hand it off to Ian McGuire as he'll run towards the right side after being
Number 4,
on the left side of
on the
Viegra.
carry.
And now Hayes High is going to be
Gained on
faced
the
with a
play.
second, or
Remains
excuse me, Hayes High is going to be
second
faced with a
and
2nd down and 8.
For Hayes. Number 21, Lucas Freeman in on the tackle.
So Hayes High will send Jarrett Purdy and Jonathan Cano out to the left side. On the defense for the Tigers on that side, they'll put number 28, Rylan Bigger, and number 3, Kayston Keene. Viegra takes the snap, and it's a handoff to Holden Lynn, gets some blocks, and goes to the 30, to the 25, 20, get to the outside of the 15, trying to break one last tackle, and he goes down to about the 11-yard line.
On the carry.
Holden Lynn now up to triple digits rushing tonight as he gets another first down for the Hayes High offense, and they're now in the red zone.
For an Indian first down.
We'll see where they officially mark him. It looks like they're going to mark him down at the 11-yard line, so it's a 21-yard pickup for the running back. Now bringing him up to 112 yards rushing tonight. And like Tony Crow said in the pregame show, they're going to continue to use the ground game, and that was one of their keys, and they're doing just that. Viegra gets the snap, and it's a handoff to Holden Lynn, and once again, he'll run up the middle, waiting for some blocks to open up, and was just unable to get him right there, but he was able to get a few yards down to the 7-yard line.
Gain on the play, brought down by number 90, Drayden Oaks.
It'll be a 4-yard pickup and gain the tackle. Number 90, Drayton Oaks, the team leader for the Tigers in sacks with 5 and fumble recoveries with 2. So Hayes High faced with a 2nd and 6 from the 7-yard line. We'll put one receiver on each side with Jonathan Cano on the right, Jarrett Purdy on the left. Tigers showing zone coverage with those corners. As Viegra gets the snap, and it'll go over his head, and Holden Lynn able to find it and dive right back on top of it as they'll be down at the 15-yard line.
23, Colton Dahl in on the tackle.
So it'll officially be an 8-yard loss for the Hayes High Indians.
And at the 15-yard line,
and that'll bring up 3rd down from the 15-yard line. Hayes High needing to get to the end zone. Basically, they're 3rd and 14, needing the 1-yard line. 9:03 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Hayes High keeping the same formation. Tigers will change some guys around. They'll put number 23 Colton Dahl in as a DB. He's listed as a linebacker. It's a handoff to Holden Lynn once again, looking for the blocks to open, and he just gets to where just about where the original line of scrimmage was at the 12-yard line. But it's going to bring up 4th down and 11 for Hayes High. So we'll see what they decide to do. If they want to go for it or trot Carson Moore out onto the field, and they'll actually lose a yard from what they got, and mark him down at the 13-yard line.
At the 13-yard line, it's 4th down.
So we'll see what Hayes High decides to do as they look towards the sideline. 14 seconds on the play clock, and it looks like they might try and take a timeout and discuss things. If they want to try and go for it or take the safe 3, either way they can get a 2-possession lead. And it looks like they're going to rush their guys to the line really quickly. Viegra is ready with trips to the left side, and Hayes High will take the timeout after all. So with 8:05 to go here in the 2nd quarter, we're going to step away as Hayes High still leads at 14-7, and they'll be faced with a 4th and 12 from the 13-yard line when we come back. This is Hayes High Football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High. Let's pack the stands and show our team spirit.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Back here at Tiger Field following the Hayes High timeout, and they will decide to go for it on 4th down and 12. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Linebacker showing blitz from the Tigers. It's a fake handoff as Vieira will roll towards the right side and will look back towards the left side, trying to hit Holden Lynn in the back of the end zone. He just overshoots him in the back left corner. He faked the handoff, and then Holden Lynn ran towards the left side on a wheel route trying to get the touchdown, but it was just over the back of the end zone, and the Tigers will take over with 7:59 to go in the second quarter. So the first incompletion of the night for Hayes High. The Tigers will start from their own 13-yard line, needing 87 yards for the end zone. They'll send a receiver in motion. It's their top target, number 4, Carter Paps, the South Dakota State commit. Hayes High will move some of their DBs back, playing man-to-man coverage with Caleb Thompson on the left side as it's a handoff. Braden Pappas trying to run up the middle, but Dalton Myers there to make the tackle, and it looks like he actually lost a yard, so they will mark him down back at the 12-yard line. It was a handoff to the right side, and Dalton Myers was right there to make the tackle.
Second and long for the Tigers.
And 2nd and 11 for the Tigers as Pappas now down to 39 rush yards on the night. Entered tonight with 1,179 yards and 6 rushing touchdowns as well. Put twins to the left, 1 receiver right. Pappas will line up behind the quarterback, Derek Morgan, the Lehigh Mountain Hawk commit. As Morgan will take the snap, will fake the handoff, roll right. Hayes High will show blitz as he tries to escape the pressure, and he gets wrapped up, and Wyatt Kirkpatrick brings him down at the 15-yard line. Dalton Myers got the blitz on the right side, and then Morgan had to run up, and Wyatt Kirkpatrick was right there at the 15-yard line, but it'll be a 3-yard gain for the Tigers, and they'll be faced with 3rd down and 8 yards to go. It's the first 3rd down the Tigers have been faced with tonight. We'll see if they decide to open the passing game up here. Morgan's only thrown 2 passing plays all night. Completed one of them for 13 yards to number 19, Hayden Null. Morgan gets the snap, rolls to the right side. Hayes High trying to get a blitz in there, and it falls incomplete. He tried hitting number 17, Braylon Lies, the sophomore, on the Eisenhower sideline at the 25-yard line, but it fell short at his feet and incomplete. And it looks like Eisenhower will decide to punt it as they send their team onto the field, and Hayes High will send both Cooper Lindenmeyer and Jonathan Cano back deep to return it. And this is a different Eisenhower team so far. They've ran a majority of run plays, and their passing game just trying to find its ground right now. Morgan 1 for 3 so far. Like we said a moment ago, just had that 13-yard completion as they get set to punt it downfield. It is a high kick angling towards midfield. Hayes High telling their players to get away as this will hit a player for the Tigers. It was number 2, Britton Klein, that got hit by it, and they'll mark it down at the 36-yard line. So some good field position for Hayes High after they force the 3 and out, and they'll take over with 6:25 to go in the first half.
Hayes will take over 1st and 10.
And now we'll take a look now at some of the sub-state games going on right now, courtesy of Scores in Kansas. And we'll take a look at that other 5A game, St. James Academy, with just a little bit. This was reported 11 minutes ago. They lead the Aquinas Saints 7-0 as Zane Vieira gets a snap on the first play of this drive, running towards that right side. And he'll get brought down at about the 31-yard line. Is making the tackle there for the Tigers, number 2, Britton Klein, who fielded that last punt. And now he's on the ground and injured. And now there's actually a Hayes High player down on the ground as well. And it is Zane Vieira. So now Hayes High has both of their quarterbacks injured. As Klein will get to his feet, and we'll see what happens here. We'll take a break and be back in a moment. This is Hayes High Football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Back here at Tiger Field as they're still taking a look at Zane Viegra after taking that injury on the 5-yard run. Not quite sure what happened, but Eisenhower's trainer ran out right away, and then Hayes Highs quickly followed after him. A lot of people surrounding Viegra at the moment. We're not quite sure where the injury occurred, but now there's a cart coming onto the field. We're not quite sure who Hayes High will send in at quarterback. Like we said, Carter Graham got a shoulder injury on that first drive, and now Zane Viegra will need help from the cart to get off the field. So we're going to step away once again and see what Hayes High does when we come back. This is Hayes High Football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Back here at Tiger Field, and they got Zane Viegra into the cart. All the Hayes High players came out onto the field to see him, and he got a standing ovation from both the Hayes High crowd on our far side and the Eisenhower crowd over here. So we'll see who Hayes High decides to put in at quarterback for the time being, with now the first string and second string both injured. So Hayes High will go second and 5 from the 31-yard line. I wouldn't be surprised to see Hayes High try and run some wildcat formations right here. So far, we don't see anybody at quarterback. We just see Parker McGuire into the game, and both Ian McGuire and Holden Lynn looking at the sideline. So it does look like Hayes High is going to run the wildcat formation, as Holden Lynn will get the snap, and Ian McGuire will line up on his right side. Second and 5 from the 31-yard line, 6:05 to go here in the first half. And now it'll be Ian McGuire that takes the snap. As he'll take it up the middle, break one tackle past the 30-yard line. He'll go up to about the 27-yard line.
McGuire.
Just continuing to see these Hayes High running backs take the contact early on and continuing to get extra yardage afterwards. But now Hayes High is going to be faced with a 3rd and 1.
And from the 27-yard line, it's 3rd down.
5-yard run from Zane Viego to start the drive, and then a 4-yard run there on a direct snap to Ian McGuire as Hayes High is using the Wildcat formation. The Indians are 3 for 5 on 3rd down so far tonight. McGuire takes the snap once again. He'll run towards the right side, and I don't think they're going to give him the 1st down yardage. In fact, they're actually going to say he lost a yard back to the 28-yard line. So Hayes High will be faced with a 4th down once again. And now they'll officially list it as no gain on the play. So Hayes High looking towards the sideline with 20 seconds to go on the play clock. Hayes High entered tonight's game 19 for 42 on 4th down, putting them at 45%. They've already converted once tonight on a run play, and it looks like they'll have to do that again. 5 seconds to go on the play clock. They're still looking towards the sideline, and it does look like they're going to try and use the timeout, and that is exactly what they'll do as Tony Crow tells the official on the far side. And with 4:44 to go, we're going to step away once again. It's Hayes High 14, Eisenhower 7. This is Hayes High Football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High. Let's pack the stands and show our team spirit.
Back here at Tiger Field following the Hayes High timeout. Before we get back to the action, we're going to take a look at some of the scores from around the state right now. In the Class 6A, at the end of the first quarter in both games, it is a back-and-forth duel between both games. Gardner-Edgerton leading Blue Valley West 7-6, and Derby and Manhattan, who have been frequent matchups in the 6A West part of the bracket, they are tied 7-7 at the end of the first quarter. And we'll look at Class 3A, where at halftime, Andale has the championship game in their grasp. They lead Holcomb by a score of 55-6.
And his play resumes from the 27-yard
So
line.
Hayes High will have it 4th down and 1 yard to go from the 27-yard line. Again, still running the Wildcat formation as both quarterbacks out of the game right now. The snap will go to Ian McGuire. The linebackers show blitz for the Tigers, and Holden Lynn will block that linebacker. Ian McGuire drags him past the 25-yard line, and he gets the 1st down to the 23-yard line. A 4-yard pickup for Ian McGuire gets Hayes High their second 4th down conversion of the night, and they keep the drive alive.
21 Lucas Freeman in on the tackle. Game good for a Hayes 1st down.
So Hayes High just continuing to work these long drives, trying to wear the Eisenhower defense down. Tigers showing blitz on that left side, and they'll bring one up in the middle. And it's a very wobbly snap as it goes to Ian McGuire, so he'll run the ball to the right side, now dragging 3 defenders down to the 15-yard line to make it 2nd down and 8 yards to go.
Number 90, Drayden Oaks. Number 13.
So Hayes High having to work with 2 running backs in the backfield. Just you got one in the backfield, Holden Lynn, that's a speed back, and then you have Ian McGuire that can run the ball with a lot of power. We'll see if the Tigers decide to change up anything on defense. They were showing blitz from the linebackers, and now it looks like they're going to play those guys back. Or now they will bring a guy up, and it goes over the head of Ian McGuire, and it gets fielded by Holden Lynn back at the 25-yard line.
23, Holden Lynn on the recovery.
Went over the head of Ian McGuire, and Holden Lynn was there to make the recovery. And Hayes High's faced with a 3rd down once again.
4-yard line. Where it's 3rd.
So it'll be 3rd down and 11 from the 24-yard line for Hayes High. It is still Ian McGuire getting the snaps from the center, Gus Corsair. This will take a few steps up. He'll get the snap, and there's going to be a penalty flags, and it looked like the left side of that offensive line with Dawson Reuter and Maximo Luna jumped a little bit early for Hayes High, and the penalty flags came in. Here's the official call. So that penalty will move Hayes High back to the 29-yard line, and we'll see what they can work with here. Again, it's under 3 minutes to go until we reach halftime.
Line, it's 3rd down.
Hayes High's already converted on 3rd down quite a bit tonight, 3 for 5 so far. Or correction, it's 3 for 6 so far tonight. As there will be some movement on the left side, and once again, it looks like Hayes High is going to be moved back even further from the 29-yard line to the 34.
And sports fans, we've had a ring turn in the press box.
So Hayes High just trying to earn those yards back that they lost, but instead they've just moved back even further.
At the 29-yard line, it's 3rd.
They're at the 34-yard line, needing to get to the 13. Ian McGuire will take the snap, runs it towards the left side with Holden Lynn as a lead blocker. He'll bounce out to the outside of the 25, gets past to the 20, and trying to get past one more tackle as he's rolled down to about the 15-yard line. It's number 90, Drayton Oaks, making the tackle, and they'll mark him down at the 15-yard line. A huge gain, but still not enough for the first down as Hayes High needed the 13-yard line. It'll be marked down at the 15. Ian McGuire will stay in the game taking the snaps. Minute 54 to go until we reach halftime. Hayes High's 2 for 2 on 4th down so far tonight. All those have been run plays. They're still looking towards the sideline, and with 6 seconds on the play clock, it looks like they're going to take another timeout, and this one will be their final one. So Tony Crow looks towards that official at the line, and they will call the timeout. So with 1:36 to go, Hayes High will be faced with a 4th down for the 3rd time tonight, and we'll see what they can do when we come back. This is Hayes High Football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's
Back here at Tiger Field as Hayes High will have it 4th down and 2 yards to go from the 15-yard line.
It's 4th down for Hayes.
2 for 2 so far on 4th down tonight. Both of those conversions have been on run plays, and now Hayes High still having to run the ball. We'll put Braden Meckel on the left side, Johnny Cano on the right. Hayes High working from the left hash. Holden Lynn's on the left side of Ian McGuire. He'll get the snap, and it goes over his head, and he'll roll pass back to the 35-yard line, and he'll just have to fall on top of it. And Hayes High will turn it over on downs for the 2nd time tonight.
And Ian McGuire on the
He's officially marked down the 38-yard line. Just a high snap, and now Hayes High's defense just has to hold right here for the final 92 seconds of this first half. So the Tigers working from the 38-yard line with 1:32 to go until we reach halftime. Reminder, stay tuned for our halftime show as we'll take a look at both teams and how they've done in this first half. Again, Derek Morgan back in at quarterback for the Tigers as he'll get the snap and look towards that left side and almost complete to his receiver as he tried hitting number 3, Kason Keene. ABCTL Division II honorable mention defensive back couldn't reel it in.
2nd and 10 for the Tigers.
As the Tigers still trying to find their groove with their passing game. Morgan 1 for 4 so far tonight, and the only pass he's completed so far was the first one of the game. Tigers will have trips on the left side with a standing tight end and one on the right. Morgan gets the snap and will act like he's going to run the ball to the left side and will throw it and completes it to his top target, Carter Baps, as he goes past midfield and goes out of bounds at about the 49-yard line.
4, Carter pass good for a Tiger. First down.
They'll officially mark it down at about the 47-yard line. 15-yard pickup for the Tigers to get the first down. Second one they've gotten tonight. So they have to move quickly. A minute 22 to go. He did get out of bounds and stop the clock. Morgan on a 3-step drop. Getting pressure from Hayes High as Tanner Geist almost got to him, and he'll go out of bounds at the Hayes High sideline as he loses a few yards on the play. It's a 5-yard loss for the quarterback, Derek Morgan. Just had to tuck it in and try to run it, but it ended up running out of bounds instead. So second down and 15 yards to go for Eisenhower. Minute 16 to go until we reach halftime. We'll send a man in motion. It's number 6, Canyon Meyer. The tight end was lined up on the right side. He's now on the left. Derek Morgan back to throw on a screen pass. It gets batted in the air and incomplete. Number 57, Tim McCautry, was chasing after him and batted it away, and the Tigers are going to be faced up with 3rd and 15 from their own 48-yard line. It was designed as a screen pass to the running back, but Tim McCautry was able to read it and step in front of the quarterback's passing lane, and Hayes High is going to make Eisenhower face their first 3rd down attempt of the night. So the Tigers will have it on the left hash. Hayes High will show blitz on that left side. Dalton Myers also coming up on the right side. He'll run up, and Derek Morgan will take the snap. He drops back and will load up, and it gets hit from behind, and Hayes High gets the sack. Tanner Geist there to make the tackle and face the Tigers with a 4th down with 62 seconds to go until we reach halftime. And we'll see what the Tigers decide to do, if they're going to just punt it away and keep Hayes High away from the end zone. But they're going to keep Derek Morgan and the offense out on the field. .36 seconds on the game clock, 10 on the play clock. Eisenhower still looking towards the sideline, but all their guys are in position on the line. And with 2 seconds, they will take their first time out of the game with 26 seconds to go. So we're going to take another quick break as Hayes High leads at 14-7. This is Hayes High football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians.
Back here at Tiger Field with 26 seconds to go until we reach halftime. The Tigers face with a 4th down and long situation after Tanner Geist was able to chase Derek Morgan down and get the sack, making that his 9th of the year and continuing to add to his numbers as he's the team leader in that category. And we did get some scores during the break, just not very far from here in the Class 4A. Andover Central leads Bueller 20-0. Southeast of Saline in front of Beloit 14-12. And in Class 6A, Gardner Egerton in front of Blue Valley West 13-12. As the Tigers get set to punt it downfield, it is a high kick up in the air that will bounce at the 35-yard line and continue to roll at about the 29-yard line. And that is exactly the point where they will field it. So we should just see Hayes High run play and run one play and just try to take it to halftime, as they still have that 14-7 lead after getting the 2 touchdowns early on in just the first 8 minutes of the game on a 16-yard run from Holden Lynn and also a 3-yard run by Zane Viegra on the first drive of the game. 28-yard line is where they'll mark it down, and Hayes High just needs to run one play to run the clock out. Hayes High will have Braden Meckel line up deep about 10 yards back, as there'll be a snap to Ian McGuire, who will just kneel it back at the 23-yard line. And Hayes High will go to halftime as they scored the first 2 touchdowns of the game, and they lead the Eisenhower Tigers 14-7 in the 5A West Sub-State Championship. And we're going to take a break and be back in a moment with our halftime show, where we will take a look at each drive from the first half, take a look at some stats, and also some scores from around the state. We'll be back in a moment. This is Hayes High Football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. Hello, we want to thank Corsair, your voice of Hayes High Athletics on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. We want to thank you all for tuning into today's game, and we want to remind you all that Tribe Broadcasting is your home for exclusive coverage of Hayes High Athletics with live video of games, team hype videos, features in the monthly news, and so much more. Plus, you can catch me throughout the year doing live play-by-play for football, volleyball, and boys soccer in the fall, basketball and wrestling in the winter, and baseball, softball, and girls soccer in the spring. So keep it right here with the coverage of today's game, and go Indians.
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High. Let's pack the stands and show our team spirit.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Back here at Tiger Field in Goddard, Kansas on the halftime show as Hayes High leads it 14-7 at the break, and we're now going to take a look at that first half. Hayes High got the ball to start the game from their own 20-yard line because of a touchback, and they just ran some short run plays to start things off, but Carter Graham completed a 10-yard pass to Jarek Purdy to get Hayes High close to midfield, and then a 19-yard run shortly followed by Holden Lynn, who picked up almost all rush yards on that first drive. And then Hayes High had a few more short run plays, and then the drive was capped off by a 3-yard touchdown run by number 12, Zane Viegra. Then Eisenhower went to work and got a 13-yard pass play from their quarterback, Derek Morgan, to his receiver, number 19, Hayden Null. And then after a run play, Dalton Myers was able to step in front of a pass and pick it off and give Hayes High good field position from the 16-yard line. And then the very next play, Holden Lynn took it into the end zone to give Hayes High that 14-0 lead. But then after a deep 60-yard kick return by the Tigers, it just took one play for them as well, as Braden Pappas found the end zone on a 38-yard run play. And then throughout the rest of the first half, we just saw teams either turning it over or punting it, as Hayes High ran a drive after that lasted for 14 plays as they got down all the way to the 13-yard line. But Zane Viegra overthrew his target, number 23, Holden Lynn, on a pass play to the back of the end zone. And then Eisenhower tried going to work, but early on in that game, they just struggled to get things going with their passing game, as they had to punt it shortly afterwards. And then Hayes High ran a drive with just 8 run plays, and they ended up having to turn it over on downs after a snap went over the head of Ian McGuire. And then Eisenhower went to work and completed a 15-yard pass from Derek Morgan to his favorite target, Carter Pabst. But then later on in that drive on third down, Tanner Guy stepped up and got a 7-yard sack on Derek Morgan. And then Hayes High took a knee at the end of the half, and they lead at the break 14-7. And we're going to take another break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at both teams' individual and team numbers, and also some scores from around the state. This is Hayes High Football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High. Let's pack the stands and show our team spirit.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Back here at Tiger Field on the halftime show with Hayes High leading at the break 14-7. We're now going to take a look at some of our individual and team numbers, and we'll start off with Hayes High passing. Just 3 completed passes so far, with Carter Graham's one going for 10 yards to Jarrett Purdy, and then Zane Vieger coming in completing 2 passes for 19 yards, with one to Johnny Cano and another to Ian McGuire. Hayes High's run game has been the highlight of tonight's game, with Holden Lynn leading the way with 118 yards on 17 carries, and Ian McGuire has 13 yards on 11 carries. He did lose 4 at the end of that last half because of the knee that he took. Carter Graham has a rush yard as well, and Zane Viegra had some plays where he lost yardage, so he has 0 combined yards at the moment. And now looking at the Tigers, Derek Morgan completed 2 of his 6 passes in that first half for 28 yards. The 15-yard pass went to Carter Paps, and the other one for 13 yards went to Hayden Null. And the Tigers only ran 5 rush yard plays that first half. Derek Morgan has -2 because of a play where he ran towards the left side of the field and just had to run out of bounds. With the team leader in rushing yards at the moment is Braden Pappas with 39. And we'll now take a look at the team numbers. Hayes High on third down, they are 3 for 6 so far, and Eisenhower's 0 for 1. Hayes High is also 2 for 3 on fourth down so far, and Eisenhower hasn't faced a fourth down conversion attempt tonight. Hayes High's gotten 7 first downs, and Eisenhower's gotten 2. And looking at the yardage, Hayes High has 132 rush yards, 29 passing yards, leading to 161 overall yards. And Eisenhower has 37 rush yards and 28 passing yards, which keeps them to a season low first half yardage at 65 yards. And we're going to take another break, and we'll be back in a moment with some halftime scores from around the state. This is Hayes High Football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First, on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th is our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High. Let's pack the stands and show our team spirit.
If you wanted to shred like that guy, then you should come join Hayes High's very own guitar club. If you are interested, come hang out with us every Monday and Wednesday from 3:05 to 4:30 at room 116 with Mr. Prophet. We hope to see you there, and remember, practice till your fingers bleed.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First, on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
Back here at Tiger Field in Goddard, Kansas, Hayes High leading at the break 14-7, and we'll now take a look at scores around the state. And real quickly, though, we want to thank you all for tuning in tonight's game, and we appreciate you bearing with us. Not sure if you could hear it so far tonight, but we are set up right behind the PA announcer mic, so that's the background noise you've been hearing, but we appreciate you all tuning into tonight's game, and we're now going to take a look at some of the scores from around the state. First off, in Class 3A, Hayden leading Wellsville at halftime by a score of 14-0. Hayden, with that 10-1 record, has been doing really well with outscoring teams in the playoff. It's 100 with 161-12, and now leading at the break 14-0. In the other semifinal game, it is locked up at 10 points. St. James 10, Aquinas 10. Winner of tonight's game will face them, and then not very far from here, Andover Central leading Buhler at the break 20-0. As the Jaguars look to get back to the state championship after winning it in 2021, and Buhler trying to fight back and get back to their first state appearance since 2013. Also, Nemaha Central leading Council Grove at the break, trying to get to their back to the state 2A state championship for the fourth time in 6 years. Southeast of Saline also in 2A leads Beloit 14-12 as they're looking to finally break through after losing early on in the playoffs for the last few years. In 1A, Centralia in front of Rossville by a score of 14-3, as Centralia has 10 wins on the season, looking to get a big win as the 3 seed out of the East region, out of the east side of the bracket in Class 1A. And also Conway Springs has got their game under control as they lead Valley Heights by a score of 55-6, as that game just now starting the fourth quarter. And thank you to Sports in Kansas for providing those scores. And we're gonna take another break and take a look at what's happening at Hayes High for this upcoming week when we come back. This is Hayes High Football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High. Let's pack the stands and show our team spirit.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First, on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High. Let's pack the stands and show our team spirit.
Back here on the halftime show, Hayes High leading at the break 14-7 against the two-seeded Eisenhower Tigers, and we're now going to let you know what's happening at Hayes High for this upcoming week. Tomorrow, the Hayes High will have their home debate tournament, and also tomorrow the JV Scholars Bowl team will be in Hayes as well, only they'll be competing at TMP. On Monday, Varsity Scholars Bowl will have their home meet, and the fall Thanksgiving break, that will last from Wednesday, November 27th to Sunday, December 1st. And obviously the winner of tonight's game will be playing in the state championship next week at Emporia at Welch Stadium at 7 p.m. So that's our look at what's happening at Hayes High School for this upcoming week, and we're going to try to get you some more scores if they are available at the break, and there are some. And it's in both of them in Class 6A. Blue Valley West riding the 10-game win streak. Leeds Gardner Edgerton at the break 19-13, and Manhattan at halftime has Derby on the ropes 21-7 at the break in that game. And we're going to take another break and have our second half action when we come back. Both teams just took the field, and we'll see what we have in store for the second half. This is Hayes High Football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First, on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th is our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High. Let's pack the stands and show our team spirit.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First, on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th is our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
Back here at Tiger Field as the second half is ready to get underway. Hayes High got the ball to start the game, so they will kick off to start the second half as Carson Moore will go out to kick it downfield from the 40-yard line. And real quickly before we get back into it, we'll give you our keys to victory in the second half. Hayes High, for their defense, they just got to continue to put pressure on Derek Morgan, which they've done very well with tonight, especially getting that sack on third down at the end of the first half. For Eisenhower, they need to shut down Hayes High's offense. They're going to continue to run the ball with both quarterbacks being injured unless we do see Carter Graham come back into the game. He was listed as questionable, but Carson Moore will run up to send it downfield, and it's a pooch kick toward the left side as he angled it to number 3, Kayston Keene, as this one will go out of bounds, and the official on the Eisenhower sideline throws the flag. So Eisenhower will be at the 35-yard line for the second time tonight because of a free kick out of bounds penalty. Last time they were in that position, they were able to get some good yardage, but then Dalton Myers got that interception on the first drive of the game for Eisenhower's offense. We'll see what they can come up with this time around. Haven't been able to really get things going so far tonight. 65 total yards in that first half with 28 passing yards and 37 rushing. Braden Pappas still in at running back, lined up behind the quarterback, Derek Morgan. We'll put 2 receivers on each side. Hayes High will move Jackson Chartier back. He was on the line to start on the right side. Send a man in motion on the left side as he'll move farther to the left. As Morgan will take the snap and will run a short pass and complete it to number 3, Kayston Keene, as he'll break upfield and break some tackles to pass the 45-yard line, and he'll go down at about the 42-yard line.
Number 3, Kayston Cohen, good for a Tiger first down.
So it was a post route to the slot receiver, and the Tigers have the first down to start the drive. It is officially listed as a 23-yard pickup for Eisenhower. So they get their 3rd first down of the game, all 3 of those coming on pass plays. They'll take the snap, and this will be a shot deep downfield for Derek Morgan as he completes it to number 4, Carter Papps, at the 20-yard line, and he'll go out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Number 4, Carter Papps, good for a Tiger first down.
So 2 plays, 2 first downs for Eisenhower as this one gets them in the red zone. A go route to the sideline that almost went over Papps' head. But this time this gain for 28 yards takes them down to the 14-yard line. Two receivers right, 1 receiver left as the Tigers are on the left hash. That receiver on the left side is Hayden Null and Carter Papps and Kason Cone on the right side. Morgan gets the snap. It's a handoff to the back as he'll run to the right side, and he'll be brought down at the line of scrimmage. Braden Pappas was on the run again. They'll say it was Dalton Myers that made the tackle, and it was no gain on the play as well. So 2nd and 10 for the Tigers after picking up 2 first downs to start the drive. As Morgan gets the snap, he's getting pressure to roll towards the left side, and will try to throw it right away as he tried completing it to his receiver at the line of scrimmage. It was intended for Braden Pappas, guarded by Jackson Chartier, but it fell short, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Tigers. They've only been faced with 3rd down 1 time tonight, and that was when Tanner Geis got the sack at the end of the first half. So the Tigers will send 3 to the right and leave a standing receiver on the line on the left side. Morgan gets the snap and fakes the handoff, rolls to the right, gets pressured, has a block, and will run up and completes it to his receiver, Carter Papps, at the 10-yard line, and he is well short of the first down marker as they'll mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line as he tried getting to the curl route. It was Jace Myers that pushed him out of bounds, and we'll see what the Tigers decide to do.
On the tackle.
They haven't really been a field goal team this season, 2 for 2 on field goals this season as they're looking towards the sideline. It looks like they will probably stay on the field and try and go for it. So the Tigers will face 4th down for the first time tonight. They'll send a man in motion from right to left. Morgan with the snap, looking to the end zone, tries hitting his receiver, and he throws it short and incomplete, and Hayes High gets a stop on the first drive of the second half, and they will take over at the 10-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
How about that? Hayes High has just continued to shut down the passing game for the Tigers after they were starting to get it going to start this drive, but now they throw an incomplete pass and turn it over on downs for the first time tonight. So Hayes High will start from the 9-yard line, continuing to run that formation. So it's Ian McGuire into the game as the guy taking the snap still. He'll get the snap, and it'll be a hand, and he'll keep it himself, and will be dragged down from behind. Getting him is number 90 for the Tigers, Drayton Oaks.
Brought down by number 40, Peyton Dean.
Or is actually brought down by number 40, Peyton Dean.
On the play. It's second
and they'll say it's no gain on the play. So no gain on Hayes High's first offensive play of the first half, or of the second half, excuse me. One receiver on each side for the Indians. They'll put the tight end, Parker McGuire, on the right side. Ian gets the snap, hands it off to Holden Lynn. He'll cut back inside after running towards the left side past the 15 and down to about the 18-yard line.
23, Holden Lynn on the carry.
So after being stopped on the first play of the drive, Hayes High picks up 9 yards and will be faced with third down and 1 yard to go.
Peyton Dean in on the tackle at the 18-yard line. It's third down.
Hayes High on third down tonight, 3 for 6 so far. All but one of those have been run plays, and we'll see if they can convert right here. One receiver on each side. Tigers show blitz on both the right side and the left side. McGuire gets the snap. It's a handoff. Lynn cuts back inside, and he has the first down yardage to the 23-yard line and keeps the drive alive for the Indians.
Lynn on the carry, gain good for Hayes, first down.
So they'll mark him down at the 23-yard line, and Hayes High's got a first down for the 8th time tonight. Hayes High continuing to line up with McGuire and Lynn side by side. McGuire gets the snap, waits for the block from Lynn, and he'll get to the outside to the 30, to the 35, and goes out of bounds at the Eisenhower sideline at the 37-yard line. Hayes High fans wanted a flag. They think McGuire got tackled at the legs well after he was out of bounds. But he's got a first down once again from 14 yards this time around. Hayes High now working from that left hash. Colton Dahl will come up on the left side for the Tigers, showing blitz. McGuire will get the snap, hands it off. Lynn looking for ways to run the ball, and he'll get upfield and go down to about the 43-yard line. Had the block early on, but the gap closed up really quickly.
Number 1, Joe Santilli.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and Hayes High just continuing to run the ball, and it's working to their advantage as that early lead is starting to pay off for them quite a bit as they're just running the clock, controlling the game as there's 8:21 to go here in the third quarter. Second and 4 for the Indians. Parker McGuire will change sides and line up on the left side. Ian gets the snap, and now he'll run to the right side. Holden Lynn continuing to be a lead blocker, and he'll break one tackle and get to midfield, and will break into Eisenhower territory at the 49-yard line and move the chains once again to keep the Hayes High drive alive.
First down.
It's an 8-yard pickup that gets Hayes High their 10th first down of the game. As Ian McGuire now up to 35 yards rushing after that play. Hayes High looking towards the sideline. 15 seconds to go here, or 15 seconds to go on the play clock. This time they'll put Jonathan Cano and Braden Meckel both on the left side, so there's no receiver on the right. Ian will take the snap. It's a handoff to Holden Lynn, and he'll get dropped behind the line at midfield.
Holden Lynn on the
Colton Dahl got in there and made the tackle. Now in the double digits in the category of tackles for a loss this season, as he broke past that right side and got the tackle in the backfield. So Hayes High will be faced with 2nd and 11. Now they'll split the receivers again with one on each side. McGuire gets the snap. We'll get a lead block, and we'll go past the 45, and will be brought down right there as one of the corners came in and made the tackle. And they will give him an extra yard as well, so Hayes High will get marked down at the 44-yard line.
On the tackle.
6 yards is the pickup, and Hayes High faced with a third down and 5 yards to go once again.
44-yard line. It's third down.
4 for 7 so far for Hayes High tonight on third down. 6:12 to go here in the third quarter. Tigers show blitz as McGuire gets the snap. It's a handoff to Holden Lynn, waiting for the blocks, and he gets up the middle, past the 35-yard line, and goes down to the 33-yard line. Holden Lynn just continuing to remain patient, waiting for the gaps to open and waiting for the blocks as well, and he takes it past the 35-yard line and gets 11 yards on the play. $11 first downs for Hayes High tonight. 9 of those coming on the ground. The other 2 were a pass play, and the other one was a penalty. Ian McGuire with the snap. He'll continue to use that right side and get the lead blocks as he goes past the 28-yard line. Emmy Markdown right there. 5-yard pickup for the back, taking the snaps in place of the quarterbacks Carter Graham and Zane Viegra.
For Hayes.
And now we're going to take an injury timeout. There's a player for Eisenhower down on the field on the far side. Not quite sure who it is, but we're going to step away with 5:24 to go here in the third quarter. This is Hayes High Football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High. Let's pack the stands and show our team spirit.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First, on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m.
Back here at Tiger Field following the injury timeout, it was Jamison Turner for the Tigers, who went the 6-foot, 220-pound junior that went out of the game. As Hayes High will have it 2nd and 5 from the 28. Ian McGuire with the ball runs it up to the right side and will be brought down at about the 24-yard line. Looks like they're going to mark him 1 yard shy of the line to gain. Unless that ref on Eisenhower's side is going to give him that extra yard. We'll see what they rule it as. No, they will mark it 1 yard shy at the 24-yard line. So Hayes High faced with third down once again. As Ian McGuire got that last carry, he's now up to 61 yards rushing tonight on 18 carries. And now, with a personal foul, Hayes High will get the ball at the 12-yard line after the penalty. So they pick up the first down for the 12th time tonight, the 2nd time tonight following a penalty. 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Hayes High with a golden opportunity to go up by 2 possessions. This time Holden Lynn lining up behind Ian McGuire as they're on the right hash. McGuire gets the snap and will hand it off to Holden Lynn. He'll run up the middle, break 1 tackle, gets to the 5 and down to about the 4-yard line.
Holden Lynn on the carry.
8-yard pickup for the Indians, just continuing to run the ball, and the Tigers don't have an answer for it.
Gain of about 7 on the play. It's 2nd and 3 for Hayes.
It's really interesting to watch this matchup with Hayes High's rush game. The O-line's doing an incredible job. They've only allowed 8 sacks all season compared to the defense for Hayes High, who has recorded 30 sacks this season. So a huge accomplishment for them there. And Holden Lynn being a lead blocker for Ian McGuire today has really helped out as well. Ian McGuire will take it once again and tried bouncing out to the outside, but gets brought down to the backfield at around the
McGuire
7-yard line. Loss of 1 on the play.
Number 3, Caston Cohen, in on the tackle for loss. It's 3rd and 5 for the Indians.
Hayes High will be faced 3rd down, 5 yards to go from the 7-yard line. It's the 3rd time Hayes High's been faced with a 3rd down on this drive. 10 seconds on the play clock, 3:35 to go on the game clock for this 3rd quarter. Braden Meckles, the lone receiver on the right side. Everyone else on the line. It's a handoff. Holden Lynn running up the middle, and it looks like he's going to be close to the 1st down marker. They're going to mark him just 2 yards shy of the line to gain at the 4-yard line.
Gain on the play.
So it looks like Hayes High will trot Carson Moore out onto the field to attempt the extra point. Just the 4th time Carson Moore has attempted a kick this season. He's 1 for 3 so far.
For the Indians.
That one make was from 34 yards out. This one from 21. This is no more than an extra point. This one a little bit further off to the right, though. The hold will come from Braden Meckel. The snap is down. The kick is up. It's a line drive kick, and he knocks it through to give Hayes High a 17-7 lead with 2:52 to go in the 3rd quarter.
And with 2:52
a long drive, but Hayes High gets 3 points out of it, and we'll see what they can do on defense when we come back. This is Hayes High Football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First, on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th is our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th.
Back here at Tiger Field after Hayes High ran a drive that lasted for almost 8 minutes. It is capped off by a 21-yard field goal by number 38 Carson Moore, his 2nd of the season. And now he's out on the field once again to send it downfield to their kick returners for the Tigers. Moore is set and will run up. He's pooched it quite a bit tonight. We'll see if he does it here. And it's actually a line drive kick that hits the coach on the sideline. It actually hit the head coach for the Tigers at the 25-yard line where it went out. And that will put the Tigers at the 35-yard line to start things out.
Eisenhower elected to take the ball, 35-yard line, 1st down.
And after the penalty, your Tigers will take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So Eisenhower starting from the 35-yard line for the 2nd time in this half. It was a free kick out of bounds to start the half, and now they're facing it once again. We'll put 2 receivers on the left and 2 on the right, bunched together close to the line. In the shotgun formation, Derek Morgan gets the snap, takes the handoff, and will keep it himself as he runs to the left side. Weicker Patrick trying to chase him down, and Hayes High gets him in the backfield.
Number 10, Derek Morgan on the
Jarek Purdy was one of the guys that got in there to make the tackle, and also helping out was number 1, Johnny Rigler, and Cooper Lindenmeyer also got in there as well.
For the Tigers.
He was waiting for the blocks from his receivers on that far side, but they never showed up. And Hayes High forces another tackle in the backfield, and it'll be 2nd down and 11 yards to go. They'll now switch sides for the receivers for the Tigers, and now they'll actually add some guys on each side. So Derek Morgan's all by himself. He'll take a 3-step drop, getting pressured, will throw it, and it gets batted in the air and almost picked off. It went through the hands of his intended target, number 19, Hayden Knoll, and Jackson Chartier almost made the diving catch at the 45-yard line.
In on the coverage.
And now Hayes High has forced the Tigers into a 3rd and 11 situation. A lot of credit to this Hayes High pass defense. They have done really well tonight. Derek Morgan, 4 for 10 passing so far tonight for just 79 yards so far. And this is a team for the Tigers that come into this game just relying on their pass game altogether. Their lowest passing yards total this season was 96, but Hayes High trying to be the new leader there. Derek Morgan looks and will throw on a go route deep downfield, and he tries to hit his target, but it falls incomplete. Good coverage there by number 11 for the Indians. Caleb Thompson, as he tried hitting his target. It was number 3, Kasten Cone, as it was just out of his reach. He tried making a diving effort, but it fell incomplete. And Hayes High is going to force another punt as Cooper Lindemeyer and Jonathan Cano go back to return it. So Hayes High is following their key to victory in the second half. On that first drive for the Tigers, it lasted for 6 plays, and it got down into the red zone, but it ended in a turnover on downs. And now Hayes High forces a 3-and-out. So now we're going to get a penalty flag way back by Cooper Lindenmeyer and Johnny Cano. We'll see what it is. So 5 yards back now for the Tigers. As this will put them back at the 29-yard line. So Hayes High trying to come after it and block the punt. Jackson Chartier almost got to it. It's a pretty high line drive kick. So we'll roll past the 40 and the 35. Continuing to roll back, a very good punt there for the Tigers, as it'll be fielded by number 28, Rylan Bigger.
Morgan's punt takes an Eisenhower bounce. Hayes will take over first.
So Hayes High will start from the 28-yard line with a minute 48 to go here in the third quarter. And we'll see if Hayes High can do what they do on their last drive that lasted for almost 8 minutes, and they were able to get 3 points out of it. Only this time we'll see if they can get 7 points. And if they do score here, this puts the Tigers in a very difficult spot. Remember, their 2 losses were by 1 point and 3 points, so this would put them in a very difficult situation to fight back. McGuire gets the snap. It's a handoff to Holden Lynn running up the middle, trying to drive the pile, and he almost broke out of it at the very end as he goes past the 35, and he's down at the 36-yard line.
Holden Lynn on the carry.
There were some blockers in front of Holden Lynn that threw their hands up into the air like he broke out, and he almost did, but the Tigers able to bring him down, and it's an 8-yard pickup. So 2nd and 2 for the Indians, just a little over a minute to go until we reach the fourth quarter. Again, both teams trying to fight to go to state for the first time in their school's history. As Ian McGuire keeps it himself, gets dragged down close to the line of scrimmage, and it looks like they will give him the yardage as one ref is right at the 38-yard line, and the ref on the far side is signaling for them to move the chains. $10 yards on 2 running plays to start this drive for Hayes High. And they pick up a first down for the 13th time tonight. Johnny Cano will play close to the line, and he will be a blocker lined up next to Parker McGuire on the left side of the line. As Ian McGuire takes the snap, hands it off to Holden Lynn, breaks 1 tackle past the 45 and down to the 47-yard line.
On the carry.
28 seconds to go until we reach the third quarter as as Holden Lynn broke 1 tackle and was able to break out to the 47-yard line. And it looks like Hayes High is probably going to take this to the fourth quarter. With 5 seconds on the clock, Hayes High will take this to the fourth quarter. Every Hayes High fan in all 5 sections on the visiting side on their feet as they are 12 minutes away from punching their ticket to the 5A state championship. They lead 17-7 at the end of the third quarter, and we'll see how the final 12 minutes play out when we come back. This is Hayes High Football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High. Let's pack the stands and show our team spirit.
Back here at Tiger Field as we start the fourth quarter. Hayes High in front 17-7. Just 12 minutes away from heading to Welch Stadium to play next Saturday against either St. Thomas Aquinas or St. James Academy. And during the break, we did get a score update for that game. As we take a look at that right now, Aquinas, after three quarters, they're in front of St. James by a score of 17-10. As Aquinas tries to put an end to the Thunder's Cinderella run as the 11 seed. Hayes High faced with a 2nd and 2 now from the 46-yard line. Ian McGuire gets the snap, hands it off to Holden Lynn, runs up the middle past midfield, trying to break one last tackle as he does. He goes to the 40, breaks another tackle to the 35 to the 30, dragging a man down, and he goes down to the 27-yard line.
Holden Lynn on the carry, gained good.
Holden Lynn just continuing to get to the upper level and get past the defense, and Hayes High has another first down as the pickup goes for 19 yards. Or correction, it'll actually be 18 yards as they'll mark him down at the 28-yard line. So Hayes High going from the left hash. It'll be a handoff, and Holden Lynn lost the ball as he took the handoff, and he'll go down on it at the 31-yard line.
Fumble recovery.
There were some Eisenhower players there, so crisis averted for the Hayes High defense. It'll be officially listed as a loss of 3. So Hayes High will have it 2nd and 13 from the 31-yard line. One thing I'm noticing, we haven't really seen Eisenhower change anything. They're continuing to bring some guys up in the linebackers like they're doing right here on the right side. Ian McGuire will take the power run towards the left side and get brought down at the 30-yard line for a 1-yard pickup.
McGuire on the carry, brought down by number 90, Drayton Oaks. Short gain on the play at the 30-yard line. It's 3rd down.
But as I was saying, we haven't really seen much of Eisenhower changing up anything, trying to counter what Hayes High has had to go with as they've lost their 2 quarterbacks tonight, with Zane Vieger out and doubtful to return is Carter Graham. But Hayes High has made it work so far tonight. It'll be 3rd down for Hayes High. They are 5 for 8 so far tonight. McGuire gets the snap, hands it off Holden Lynn. He got blitzed on the left side and will be brought down in the backfield for a 2-yard loss back to the 32-yard line. There was pressure on that left side, and Hayes High just couldn't escape it.
On the tackle for loss.
And now they'll be faced with 4th down.
At the 32-yard line, it's 4th down.
So we'll see what Hayes High decides to go with right here. It wouldn't be the worst idea in the world to punt right here. Just continue to let your defense do what they've done so far as there's 9:27 to go here in the game. They've done a great job at shutting down Eisenhower's offense all night. But if you get a good punt right here, you can really pin them back. And Hayes High will take a timeout and talk things over. 9:16 to go here in the 4th quarter. And we will keep it right here and take a look at some of the scores from around the state if we can get those available for you. So Andover Central at the end of 3 quarters leads Bueller 34-7, trying to get back to the state championship. Nemaha Central, the dominant force in the Class 2A, leads Council Grove after 3 quarters 14-0. And Hoxie has punched their ticket to the 8-man Division I state championship as they beat South Central 42-28. We'll See if we can get some other ones. We mentioned Centralia up on Rossville 14-3 at the end of 3 quarters.
Burgers at the concession stand, half price.
So we'll take another break and see how Hayes High responds on 4th down when we come back. This is Hayes High Football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First, on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th is our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues.
Back here at Tiger Field, Hayes High will return their offense back onto the field on 4th down and 12 yards to go from the 32-yard line. Ian McGuire gets the snap, and he'll keep it himself as he fakes the handoff to Holden Lynn. He'll get to the outside and be pushed out of bounds at around the 26-yard line, well short of the line to gain. But now Hayes High will go back on defense with 9:11 to go in the game. So Eisenhower will start from the 26-yard line for their 3rd drive of the second half. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers from their own 26-yard line. 9:11 to go here until in this game. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Penalty flags fly in. We'll see what the call is.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 2 first down.
So the Tigers still continuing to make mistakes, just trying to fight back. They're down 10, their biggest deficit this season. And they'll now start 1st and 15 from their own 21-yard line. Derek Morgan will get the snap, and it's a handoff to the running back Pappas. He gets met at the line of scrimmage, and Hayes High making the tackle. It's Tanner Geist that met him there at the 22-yard line. They'll give him that extra yard, and now the Tigers will be faced with second and 14.
Wyatt Kirkpatrick and number 48, Tanner Geist. Gain on the play, remains 2nd and long for the Tigers.
So 2nd and 14 for the Tigers. 2 receivers on the left and 2 on the right, and it looks like it's 1 receiver on the right with a standing tight end close to the line. Morgan will take the snap, 5-step drop, getting pressured, and there's the penalty flag, and this one's going to come back. He got the sack was made by Tim McCautry, and there's a penalty flag that comes in. Jack Zeller was getting held as he almost got to the quarterback, and that should be the holding, and that should be a holding call right here. We'll go down to the ref for the official call.
Holding. Offense. Penalty decline. 3rd down.
So the Indians will accept the penalty as Tim McCautry will get credited for the 3-yard sack, and now the Tigers face with 3rd down and long from the 19-yard line, so it's 3rd down and 17. Tigers have been faced with 3rd down 2 times tonight and have failed to convert on both of them. They'll send trips to the right, 1 receiver left. The running back's lining up behind Derek Morgan. He gets the snap, 3-step drop, getting pressured, looking towards that left side and completes it to Carter Babst. And he's got there's 2 Hayes High defenders there, and Caleb Thompson makes the tackle back at the 25-yard line. A short gain, and Hayes High makes another stand on defense.
Number 11, Caleb Thompson, and number 22, Dalton Myers. Gain on the
6-yard pickup is what it will officially be listed as to the state record holder getting the reception. So the Tigers will send their punt team onto the field as Derek Morgan is the punter. Hayes High will play back a little bit and try to get a good return, as this will go to Cooper Lindenmeyer, signaling for his guys to get away, as this will go into Hayes High territory, bouncing at the 40-yard line, and the Tigers will pick it up, and getting it is number 28, Rylan Bigger, at around the 41-yard line.
Punt. Down at the 40-yard line, Hayes will take over 1st and 10.
So another short drive of offense for Eisenhower, as Hayes High is just 60 yards away from the end zone with 7:47 to go in the game. Ian McGuire is still in the backfield with Holden Lynn as Hayes High continues to run the Wildcat formation. Tigers will bring up the linebacker on the left side, and there's the snap. Holden Lynn running the ball, breaks one tackle, and will work his way up to around the 44-yard line as a penalty flag flies in.
On the carry, but there's a flag on the
see
play.
what it's going to be called as. There was a player for the Tigers that was down on the field, number 32, Jamison Turner. We'll see if this might be a holding call against Hayes High, which would put it back 10 yards.
Holding. Offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
So after that short run play, Hayes High will lose 10 on the penalty and be faced with a 1st and 20 as they just try to continue to run the ball, continue to keep the clock moving, which is doing so right now as they try to get their first ever appearance in the state championship, something that the Hayes High Indians have failed to do 3 previous times before in 1984, 1993, and 2022. So Hayes High will go from the 30-yard line. Ian McGuire in the backfield. He'll get the snap. Almost lost it, and instead will run it by himself, and he'll go past the 30 at the line of scrimmage and get 3 yards on the play as one of the linebackers got it and brought him down at the 33-yard line.
Tackle by number 20, Jackson Reed.
3 yards there is McGuire now up to 61 yards rushing tonight.
For the Indians.
Second and 17 for the Indians. 6:53 to go in the game. Hayes High, as we take a look at their rushing stats for tonight's game, Holden Lynn 178 yards and Ian McGuire with 61. So overall 239 yards between those two in the backfield as Holden Lynn gets the handoff, trucks a man at the 40-yard line, gets past the midfield, and gets brought down as he goes into the Tiger territory. Making the tackle there was number 3, Casten Cone. And Hayes High's got another first down. 15th first down of the game for the Hayes High Indians. It'll be an 18-yard pickup for Holden Lynn. Hayes High back in the Tiger territory. Johnny Cano lined up on the right side of the line. Parker McGuire on the opposite side. McGuire getting the snap. Was waiting for the blocks to open, but Parker McGuire couldn't hold him up.
Ian McGuire.
They'll get a tackle in the backfield. It'll be number 23, Colton Dahl, that makes the tackle there back at the 47-yard line.
Remains second and long for Hayes.
Loss of 4 on the play for Hayes High. And this is what the problem is for Eisenhower now is the clock is at 5:36. Hayes High running the ball while they have this lead is just putting them into a problem because it wears the defense down, and they haven't gotten much rest time. As you've looked at the previous drives for the Tigers, they've all been three and out or a turnover on downs. As it's a handoff to Holden Lynn this time around, he gets brought down at the 45-yard line. 2-yard loss for Hayes High.
32, Jamison Turner. Number 75, Andre Robinson, in on the tackle. Loss on the play.
Timeout. Eisenhower.
And now we're going to take a timeout as Eisenhower gets their first timeout of the second half with 5:17 to go in this game. Hayes High still in front 17-7, very close to punching their ticket for a trip to Emporia and the state championship. This is Hayes High football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High.
Following the Eisenhower timeout, Hayes High will have it 3rd and 16 from their own 45-yard line. They've converted 5 of their 9 third down conversion attempts so far tonight. Ian McGuire will take the snap And he'll keep it himself as Holden Lynn will be the lead blocker once again. And it's a 4-yard pickup to the 49-yard line, just short of getting to midfield. So we should see Hayes High probably punt the ball right here. And it's another timeout by Eisenhower. And we'll keep it right here and try to get some more scores from around the state to see which teams are punching their ticket to state. So Gardner Egerton at the end of 3 quarters, they are in front of Blue Valley West 20-19 as they look to get back to the state championship for the 3rd year in a row. Victoria is going to the state championship. They in a battle of undefeated teams, they defeat Dighton by a final score of 66-20. And that's all the scores we have for you at the moment. So we'll take another break and see what Hayes High does on 4th down when we come back. This is Hayes High Football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
Back here at Tiger Field as Hayes High 4th and 12 from the 49-yard line. We'll make Ian McGuire take a few steps back, and it looks like he's going to punt the ball downfield in that familiar formation for Hayes High. It's a high kick, taking a bounce just a little bit beyond the 30-yard line. Continuing to roll back at around the 20. Hayes High players trying to fan it forward to give it some extra yards, and Braden Mankel will pick it up at the 19-yard line. With under 5 minutes to go, we'll see how the Tigers can play out on this last drive. They have failed to get things going in this second half. They've turned the ball over on their first drive to start the second half. They went 3 and out on the next drive, and then afterwards they punted on their last drive that started at the 9-minute 11 mark of this 4th quarter. So they'll send 3 receivers on the left. One of those is standing tight end and 1 receiver on the right. Tigers going from that right hash. Derek Morgan will take the snap after Pappas when in motion. Carter Pappas will take the screen pass and get dropped behind the line of scrimmage as Hayes High there to make the tackle. Jack Zeller, one of the players to get in there and make the tackle.
Loss of 1 on the play. It's 2nd and long for the Tigers.
So the Tigers lose a yard on the play, making it 2nd and 11 from the 18-yard line. Morgan gets the snap and a penalty flag flies in after it happens. He's getting pressured and Hayes High gets the sack. Tanner Geist getting there once again along with Wyatt Kirkpatrick to bring him down behind the 10-yard line, but there is a penalty flag on the play. We'll see what they rule it as.
Illegal motion on the offense. Penalties decline. 3rd down.
So the sack will be a 9-yard loss for the Tigers. They will be 20 yards away from the first down marker and will have to face 3rd down once again. 2 receivers on each side. Braden Pappas lined up behind Derek Morgan. Jackson Sartier will play man-to-man defense as one of the linebackers. Dalton Myers drops back, and Derek Morgan gets the snap. Looking towards that right side and was able to find his receiver at the 20-yard line. Looks like Carter Papst and no correction, it's actually number 3, Caston Cone, who makes the reception, but he is short of the first down marker by a few yards. Either way, that pass goes for 15 yards, and just as you'd expect, the Eisenhower offense will stay on the field and try to go for the first down with 4 minutes to go. 2 receivers on each side. Derek Morgan gets the snap, three-step drop, looking, throws it, and it's picked off. Caleb Thompson at the 20-yard line. He'll go back to the 10, 5, touchdown, Hayes High, 24-7 with the Indians in front with 3:58 to go. Caleb Thompson steps right in front of it, and the Indians go in front with another score. Oh my goodness, a huge fourth down stop for the Indians. And now Carson Moore going back onto the field as Hayes High is now 3 minutes and 58 seconds from headed to Emporia. And how about that to just cap off the night as well? Caleb Thompson reading it perfectly. Hayes High just showing that that they can shut down the pass defense. They've really just been a complete team on defense all of this entire postseason. You look at those two games against Andover and Hutchinson, where they had to face some run-dominant offenses. They were able to hold them to season lows, and then they faced Great Bend and hold them to a season low in pass yards. And now tonight they've shut down the Eisenhower offense and are just 3 minutes and 58 seconds away from securing their spot in the state championship. As Carson Moore's kick was good. Hayes High 24, Eisenhower 7 with 3:58 to go in the game. We'll be back in a moment. This is Hayes High football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First, on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
Back here at Tiger Field after the pick six by number 11, Caleb Thompson for the Hayes High defense, his fourth interception of the season as he continues to lead the team in that category. Hayes High's now up 24-7 and just 3 minutes and 58 seconds away from headed to Welch Stadium in Emporia, Kansas to take on the winner of the St. James Academy Thunder and the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints. And we'll try to get a score from that game real fast as Carson Moore's about to send it downfield for Hayes High. The most recent one we have is Aquinas 17, St. James 10, as this one will be a pooch kick fielded at the 13-yard line as the Tigers will take it. It's number 3, Caston Cohn.
Covered by Caston Cohen.
And he'll go out of bounds at the 31-yard lines where they're going to officially mark him out as the Tigers will start with 3:54 to go in the game.
And number 23, Holden Lynn. At the 31-yard line, it's 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
And we'll see what the Tigers try to do here. This is a team that is not going to try and quit this early. Like we said earlier, this is a matchup of two teams trying to get to the state championship for the first time in their school's history. As we'll go from the right hash, Pappas will line up behind Derek Morgan, 2 receivers on each side. There is no one in the tight end position right now. Wyatt Kirkpatrick will go up close to the O-line, and it will get past Derek Morgan as the snap goes behind him, and he's able to jump back on top of it at the 16-yard line.
On the ball recovery.
They'll mark him down at the 17-yard line, but after starting from the 31-yard line, it's a 14-yard loss for the Tigers. Tigers will remain on the right hash. 2 receivers on each side still. This time they will go back to having a standing tight end. Carter Paps going in motion from left to right, and he'll go into the slot formation now. Derek Morgan fakes the handoff, looking, throws the ball, and completes it on the Hayes High sideline as he completes it to Caston Cohn. And close to the line of scrimmage, but it's going to be to the original line of scrimmage, but he'll be down at the 29-yard line, making it 3rd down and 12. Tigers haven't been very successful so far on 3rd down tonight, but 12 yards to go. Trips on the right. There's the snap to Derek Morgan. He looks, throws it, and he can't find his target. It was intended for number 6, Canyon Meyer, but it goes over his head, and we'll see if they decide to go for it or just punt it downfield. 3:05 it reads on the clock. Looks like the Tigers will stay on the field as they'll continue to work from that right hash from the 29-yard line. 2 receivers on the right, and now they're going to put an extra one on each side. So 3 on the left, 2 on the right. Derek Morgan all by himself on 4th down. He'll take the snap, and we're going to get some whistles and a timeout called by Hayes High. It'll be their second one of the second half, and we're going to step away and see as Hayes High talks things over as they lead 24-7 with 3 minutes to go in the game. This is Hayes High Football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High. Let's pack the stands and show our team spirit.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First, on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all.
Back here at Tiger Field as Eisenhower will go for it, 4th and 12 from their own 29-yard line. There's the snap to Derek Morgan, looking towards the left side, throws, and Dahlmeyer steps up and makes his second interception of the game. He'll go back to the 25, to the 20, 15, gets a block, and goes down at about the 9-yard line. And that will cap off the night for the Hayes High defense, making their 3rd interception of the game. 2 minutes and 56 seconds to go, and Hayes High is headed to Emporia.
Hayes High will take over 1st and 10 at the 9-yard line. Correction, 1st and goal.
Ian McGuire will make his way out back onto the field to lead the offense. Hayes High just needs to run a short play, or actually, correction, it's 1st and goal now. So Hayes High really would just have to find the end zone here, as there's no way they can run the clock out on this drive. They'll go from the 9-yard line. There's the snap. Ian McGuire will run it and get brought down behind the line of scrimmage back at the 11-yard line for a 2-yard loss.
On the carry, brought down by number 21 Lucas Freeman and number 23 Colton Dahl. Loss on the play. It's 2nd and goal from the 10-yard line.
So they'll mark him down at the 10-yard line instead. So just a 1-yard loss for Ian McGuire. Hayes High has it in the middle of the field. They'll put 1 receiver on each side. It's Brock Homeyer checking into the first time tonight as he'll go on the right side. Ian McGuire, direct snap up the middle, going down to about the 8-yard line. And it looks like we're going to get another timeout as Eisenhower's going to call timeout.
Robinson in on the tackle.
So with 2:03 to go, we're going to take another break as Hayes High will have it 3rd down when we come back. This is Hayes High Football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First, on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians.
On 3rd and goal, Hayes High will have it from their own from the Eisenhower 8-yard line. Ian McGuire will take the direct snap again. 4 yards on the pickup as the clock is now under 2 minutes to go, and Hayes High will either have to go for it or kick the field goal. There was no way they could run the clock out on this drive because they started with 1st and goal.
It's 4th and goal from the 5-yard line.
That'll officially be listed as a 3-yard pickup for Ian McGuire, as him and Holden Lynn have been the face of this offense tonight. But how about the toughness for these guys? 194 yards for Holden Lynn and 65 yards for Ian McGuire. 259 yards from just those two all together, and it's led to Hayes High leading 24-7. So Hayes High will run a play. They're in the shotgun formation, but it's still in the Wildcat. Ian McGuire with the ball, runs it to the outside, tries breaking one last tackle, but couldn't quite get it as he goes down at the 1-yard line.
The carry brought down by number 13, Julian Gallegos.
So with 1:14 to go, the Eisenhower Tigers will take over.
1st and 10 from the 3-yard line.
Eisenhower will have it from the 2-yard line is where they'll start their offense as they just play out the remainder of this season. They'll be on the left hash. Like I said, there's nothing they can really do at this point but run out the clock, but you got to give a lot of credit to this team for what they've done this season. Still a very young program. Just started playing in 2012 as they complete the pass to number 19, Hayden Nall,
pass complete to number
on
19,
the outside
Hayden
for
Nall.
a 7-yard pickup. On an out route, he goes out of bounds.
Gain of 6 on the play.
His
Second
second
and
reception
4
of the
for
game for
Tigers.
Hayden Nall. And the clock is not running at the moment because he went out of bounds. Derek Morgan takes the snap and will thought about throwing it, but instead will have to run the ball. Hayes High trying to chase him down as we go to the 15 to the 20, 25, and he'll run out of bounds at the Hayes High sideline and get a first down.
Moves the change. Good for a Tiger.
Just the 5th first down of the game for Eisenhower, and the first one that comes on a running play, as he'll be marked down at the 27-yard line. Two receivers on each side in the shotgun. Morgan gets the snap, will look, run up in the pocket, trying to find someone. Hayes High trying to chase him down with Wyker Patrick and Jackson Chartier almost getting to him, but he runs out of bounds just short of the first down.
Keeper. Knocked out of bounds by number 54, Jackson Chartier.
It's a 6-yard pickup is what they'll list it as for the quarterback, Derek Morgan.
2nd and 4 for the Tigers.
But going back to what I was saying, you got to give a lot of credit to Eisenhower and what they've been able to accomplish, especially with their head coach, Darren Fisher, in his 6th season, 2023 ABCTL Coach of the Year. Just what he's been able to do with such a young program that started playing football in 2012 just shows that Eisenhower can definitely get back to the spot one day. So he completes the pass there. It goes to number 6. Canyon Meyer was the one that completed it.
First down.
And it goes for a first down to the 43-yard line. First pass that went to Canyon Meyer all night. And it's a deep pass downfield, and they couldn't quite connect on it. Hayden Nall was the intended target, would have had it inside the 10-yard line if it was completed. But now it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Tigers from their own 47. Or correction, from their own 43-yard line. Three receivers on the right side for the Tigers, one on the left. Morgan rolls right, looking. Instead, will keep it now as he gets past Jackson Chartier. We'll go to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, and will run out of bounds inside the 30-yard line before Cooper Lindenmeyer could get to him.
Moves the change. Gain good for a Tiger first down.
It's a 14-yard pickup, or correction, a 21-yard pickup for the quarterback. Officially go down at the 29-yard line. There's the snap. Morgan looking. It's a low pass and completes it to number 6. Canyon Meyer was the one that caught it.
Gain of 6 on the play.
It's a 6-yard pickup.
4 for the Tigers.
129 yards passing now for Derek Morgan. As he looks to finish out his senior career on a high note, was very successful and definitely has some great things in front of him as he is a future Lehigh Mountain Hawk. As he completes the pass to Carter Pabst, as he breaks the tackle at the 10, down to the 5, trying to stay in bounds. He'll go out of bounds at the 4-yard line with 18 seconds to go.
Good for a Tiger first down.
19-yard pickup.
Number 8, Cooper Lindenmeyer on the tackle.
So it's 1st and goal now for Eisenhower, just trying to get one last score for this squad. A lot of talented seniors on this team. Just Carter Pabst and Derek Morgan, the ones we highlighted, but this team's also got a lot of young talent as it's thrown and completed into the end zone.
Touchdown,
Derek Morgan
Tigers.
finds Carter Pabst in the back of the end zone as the fireworks shoot off in the end zone.
Eisenhower 6.
And Eisenhower's cut the lead down to 11 with 15 seconds to go. So they'll send out the field goal unit to attempt the extra point. Cole Brown has already made one tonight. If he makes this, he'll have 44 made extra points to end the season. This is his 50th attempt on the year as well. The snap is down, it is up, and it is good, but a penalty flag comes in at the very end of the play. We'll see what they rule this as. So they get Hayes High for jumping over a player on the line on the PAT attempt, but either way, the kick is good. That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff, and Hayes High still in front 24-14 as Eisenhower goes out onto the field to get ready to send the ball downfield. Hayes High just needs to run the final 15 seconds of the clock out, and they will officially be crowned as the 5A West Sub-State champions. Just when you think about the season, just looking at the start and how this team has progressed over the year, where they started off 1-2 with some tough losses to 2 of the top 6A teams in Derby and Manhattan, and just how they've progressed over the year as a 4-4 team, many people overlooking them. They come in and have pulled off a huge upset of the 2-seed Eisenhower Tigers after losing here a year ago. It's an onside kick attempt, and Hayes High will touch it, but Eisenhower will get it. It's number 43 that fields it. It's Chase Mercer that gets it with 14 seconds to go.
Chase Mercer.
So Eisenhower's going to have a chance on an onside kick as they'll take over from the Hayes High 24-yard line. So Eisenhower's going to do whatever they can to fight back. They're at the 27-yard line. 14 seconds to go. They need a quick play to the end zone if they have any chance. They got the onside kick recovery deep into Hayes High territory because of the penalty. It's a deep pass from Derek Morgan into triple coverage, and it's picked off. Caleb Thompson gets in there again and goes down at the 8-yard line. His second interception of the game and his 5th of the season with 6 seconds to go. And the Hayes High offense will come onto the field, and they are just 6 seconds away from headed to Emporia. It was a triple coverage throw for Derek Morgan, and Hayes High has the interception. So Ian McGuire will line up under center for Hayes High. He'll have Braden Meckel line up behind him. He takes the snap. Hayes High fans, pack your bags because we're going to Emporia. Hayes High is the 5A West Sub-State champions. After losing 3 previous times, they come into Eisenhower and upset the 2 seed 24-14 to extend their season and win their 8th game of the season. How about that? Hayes High will set up a date at 7 p.m. on Saturday at Welch Stadium in Emporia, Kansas against either St. Thomas Aquinas or St. James Academy. We'll have our post-game show coverage when we come back. This is Hayes High Football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High. Let's pack the stands and show our team spirit.
Back here in Goddard, Kansas, as Hayes High wins it 24-14 to win their first ever sub-state championship against the 2-seeded Goddard Eisenhower Tigers. And we'll now start our post-game show by taking a look back at tonight's game. Hayes High started with the ball and ran a long 13-play drive with some big plays, including a 19-yard run. It was capped off by a 3-yard run from Zane Viegra. And then Eisenhower would take the ball and get a first down on a 13-yard pass play. But then 2 plays later, Dalton Myers got his first of 2 interceptions on the night and returned it all the way down to the Hayes High to the Eisenhower 16-yard line. As Hayes High would score on that next play and get as Holden Lynn scored for on a 16-yard run. And then Eisenhower had a deep kick return down to the Hayes High 38-yard line and had a run on just one play as number 24 Braden Pappas scored. And then Hayes High would go back to work on offense, had 2 penalties on the drive, and it lasted for 14 plays and got all the way down to the Tiger 13-yard line, but fell just short of the end zone on an incomplete pass as they had to as they turned it over. But they would force the Tigers to go 3 and out on the very next drive, and then Hayes High would work it down the field as this was the drive where they started running the Wildcat formation because of the injured Zane Viegra and Carter Graham. And on that drive, Hayes High would end up turning it over on a loss from 23 on a 23-yard loss that went over the head of Ian McGuire on the snap. But the defense did their part and forced a turnover or forced a punt again, and Hayes High would run the final play of that first half to take the lead into halftime. After the kneel, Eisenhower got the ball to start the second half and turned it over on downs after getting down first and goal to the 9, getting the ball first and 10 from the 14 from the 9-yard line. They turn it over on downs on a pass play, and then Hayes High will get down all the way to the 4-yard line, and Carson Moore would cap it off with a field goal. And then Eisenhower failed to score on their next drive. Hayes High went back to work and turned it over on downs again on a 6-yard run that they failed to convert on. Hayes High would force Eisenhower to punt on a 3-and-out again. And then Hayes High would punt the ball and pin Eisenhower deep on their next drive after 5 straight run plays. And then Hayes High stepped up big after a 15-yard pass play where Caleb Thompson got his first interception of the night, and it ended up being a pick 6. And then Hayes returned onto the field Eisenhower returned onto the field and lost yardage on the first play of their drive. And Dalton Myers got his second interception of the game. And Hayes High turned it over on downs on 4 straight run plays where they failed to convert. And then Eisenhower scored with 14 seconds to go on a touchdown pass to number 4 Carter Pabst, and the intercept. And then with 14 seconds to go, they tried doing one last heave, but Caleb Thompson got his second interception of the game, and Hayes High just kneeled it with 6 seconds left and punched their ticket to Emporia to take on the winner of St. James Academy and St. Thomas Aquinas. And we will get that score for you when we come back. This is Hayes High Football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High. Let's pack the stands and show our team spirit.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First, on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th is our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Back here in Goddard on the postgame show as Hayes High wins it 24-14 over the Goddard Eisenhower Tigers, and we're now going to take a look at our individual and team numbers. We'll start off with Hayes High. They only threw for 29 passing yards tonight, 2 completions from Zane Viegra and 1 from Carter Graham. Jarek Purdy had a reception for 10 yards, Johnny Cano for 9 yards, and Ian McGuire for 10 yards. But Hayes High's run game was the highlight of the night. Holden Lynn, 194 yards, and also joining him in the backfield, Ian McGuire, 68 yards for him as well. Carter Graham had 1 yard rushing on 1 carry. Zane Viegra had 3 carries on the night. And now looking at Eisenhower, they were their passing game. They threw for 152 yards on 13 completions. Derek Morgan went 13 for 23. His top target, Carter Pabst, had 76 yards on catching 7 of those completions. Number 19, Hayden Nall, caught 2 passes for 20 yards. Canyon Meyer had 2 receptions for 16 yards. And Kason Cone had 3 receptions for a total of 50 yards. Braden Pappas was the leader in the ground game with 40 yards on 5 carries. And Derek Morgan finished with 7 yards rushing. And looking at our final team yardage, Hayes High had 263 rush yards and 29 passing yards, so 292 yards altogether there. And they had 47, and Eisenhower had 47 rush yards and 152 pass yards for 199 total yards altogether on the night. And we'll now take a look at our final scores before we sign off for from tonight's broadcast. And we now know who Hayes High is playing. They will face off the number 1 ranked team in the state, the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints. They defeat St. James 24-17. And we'll now look at some of the other scores as well, courtesy of Scores in Kansas. Manhattan, with 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, leads Derby 24-14. Gardner Edgerton has already punched their ticket to the 6A state championship. They lead Blue Valley West 34-25. Hayden defeats Wellsville 35-7 in Class 3A. Centralia gets a win over Rossville 22-9 to move on to 11-1 and get their spot in the state championship for Class 1A. And also Nemaha Central defeated Council Grove 21-6. Axtell had a 30-12 lead in the third quarter against Frankfurt, and Weskin had a 54-37 lead against Golden Plains in the third quarter with 4:15 to go, but that was reported 25 minutes ago, and that's the scores that we have for you right now, courtesy of Scores in Kansas. But that's going to wrap things up tonight. Again, Hayes High wins it 24-14 against the Eisenhower Tigers, and they will face off against the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints at 7 p.m. next Saturday in Emporia, Kansas. We will be on the call for that game. We'll start our pregame show an hour for how special of a game it is at 6 p.m., and we'll see how it goes from there. But again, thank you all for tuning into tonight's game. I'm Hank Corsair. This has been Hayes High Football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network, and we're saying good night from Goddard, Kansas.